after first game and said them who do
based
on the 3 matches now.
What has been our best
very
player?
Because my chum go form see Myanmar after first game and said them who do time also in your chance. We say what try Suleiman be 10.
Come out,
Suleiman. As was that in the Baba Kubim.
Yeah, against
as the coach seems to have some trust.
He want on up the front line of the runners. Players who can run.
But we do more.
Yeah, game no. Was center a game on low block. You defend it. The moment a better
ball. Fast.
Yeah, you need VT and be an iPad to waste time on the ball in the midfield. It's a quick transition. Sort of it's all quick transition. Here front line to maker.
To Pomom Nimika. No boy Naki.
I say Naki in England, the ain't boy Naki say a back of France. Blasters players see him run on the shoulders of defenders. Ubiano Nimi better than in it's a ball against England. Okay. England be possess a ball. Omo na beji game na. So omo ball on a high line. Na see a ball na tum. Na obi running with the defender. And yes, we crab ball no. Say Suleiman na mo de omu crab ball na no more speed. We am crab ball no more speed. But see a ball na tum.
America go far.
Ina kin mi yecha omu nyina.
All right. Enti abaga o so de on penisa. Yebese.
Yebese. Before matches, there's one thing that is very important: the comments of the coaches. And after matches, the comments of the coaches. You sometimes need to pay a lot of attention to some coaches' neck. Now, I mean, I will follow the presser of the Colombian coach, Visa Mame in Komone Kakra. So far in this tournament, I did Ghana yepa yejina we are seeing about Ghana baso our low block and our defensive organization. Into your coach now, before even Obe answer, we know I appreciate how defensively organized our Ghana team here. So before the Croatia game, now go cry and concede. We are facing the shots, but we are preventing the shot from entering the goalpost. Now, this is how our coach, Edebabe Tuja, regards to how he's going to stop Ghana, our low block. And that is the first warning that we need to pay attention to. Or say, obey use precision, movement, attacking rounds, and long range shots. And only and your man Naya, Colombia coach and say, on a Ghana Bebono or the Babe Yejuma. Precision, movement, attacking rounds, and long range shots. And me too. Colombia team now my head on. I want them against DR Congo. Congo by default. A ball in a 5-back system. Omu defensive structure no kra no ding chen Ghana de no. Mutu omu de 5-4-1 straight and omu ball. Not entirely nipa no dodo ne de. But mutu they cover almost every space on the field. And in that game Colombia had a way around it. Shot a hold omu boko pomu that the goalkeeper needed to make save and eventually Mutu they scored. And obi your hair are born Sanyoma 4 we coach ni use here. Colombia is more of a hybrid. We defend the kakra, no matter attack or kakra. And they go and come to the energy, the stamina of Colombia team no. One of the best in this competition. No sign of weakness regards to running the 90 minutes. Omo kobasa, omo attack, omo ball. Then they played against Portugal. So goalkeeper friend Diego Costa needed to make 6 saves, of which 4 were outside the penalty box. Into coach in a long range shorter. What in the 2 matches, specifically matches me know against DR Congo and against Portugal. They are not interested so much in possession, but a quick transition. Omoje bona enye pa na sa papa na asemi as ye could diagonal move forward and within the next minute either so in your corner and now Obama keep channel moto their movement away from their long range shot that Macan Ghana conceded goal against Colombia through a long range shot. Croatia against a long range through a long range shot. And this takes me to something. Tournament we are airborne. And the match keep a view of the Mubiano. Yes, for the Blasters. So far, Colombia air counted close to 17 shots on target. Our tournament team. Next, some boss shots. Those shots make me shot like close to the goal area or outside the goal area. But the point I'm trying to say is that so if you don't have a goalkeeper that will come to the party and will be making the saves, you are in danger. Into a keeper no better no. Ni awareness, ni safe direction.
Why no better?
Clearly, they are going to say be Asare na better.
Okay.
That means Croatia go na share no, and so we say be brave no so. And Mati Johata or cancer born na e born. Ewo ne aerodynamics ni different kakra. It is shot from distance. Born initially nipa no be kike no be feel say as a the anose. But when it gets closer, as na move away from your direction, not speed ni so mu yeding. And most of the goalkeepers have been underestimating the power behind the ball. No? And some of the players on body bimbos and namu. So those who are getting their kick right, it's becoming stubborn for the goalkeepers. And even around the group stage, near 28 goals outside the penalty box. And so coach catch us or no bebo, no be tap pie ball ne free chiria. As a son who's over wow. Now Ghana boy England. That was one of our best matches. But to the movement of the English team, no, na enye rapid, sir. You can easily predict the number wiki be and predict the regimes be akano. If it Spence and I'm to now to me predict it, only Anthony Gordon the ombe. No movement, no, a bit difficult to track was Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane. But because they were starved in terms of supply, no. And at a point, Harry Kane movement were predictable because he was always going to drop away from the goal area and not drop but now easy for party to mark him. So on the coach Kobono catcher said no the movement be bri when iswa. It means a Juma Daho Edema center backs, you know, as to how they can track the spaces of the players and also the ability to pick the second balls. Internet a low block there. But to a Juma Daho. And away from that. Before you can qualify, you need to score. And this takes me to one of the biggest problems our Black Stars need face, which are attacking transition and our goal scoring threats. A defense na abomoding, and until the even a critical assessment of our attack, the first excuse where my attack near so mobile actually be defended. Yajina too, but omoje born ecosystem, and enough for can. Our attack has been so poor. So I attack ni ya. Mutu enyo. Me say we are safe because of our ultra defensive approach. But born na airborne. Our attackers are not doing enough. Or our attacking system has not been the best. And Croatia am I a smooth air test because that's how much you be kakra. And mutu ye be you realize the lapses in terms of connection. In terms of movement, in terms of shot accuracy, you saw that, and that is one problem. I'm just hoping that almost a week in here, ball back match back on. The technical team, they were aware of the task ahead, and to some extent, they've worked towards it, corrected it. So how best we can utilize our attack whenever we get the ball is the most important thing. Difficult game ending.
Okay. Right, that.
Colombia, a boy number 4 of Lema, Puerta, now James Rodriguez in front of them. Then Arias, Suarez, Sporting Lisbon guy. No?
Arias knows what about to.
I was it.
I don't know, member of our team. Arias.
And Luis Diaz. So this is how Omomo forward to attack it look like. Into 4-3-3. This how they play. Omo with David. So Kuruba no. Orona obeyi Suarez frame. Suarez started at the first two. No Kuruba ni beyi ni mu. And against Portugal, or started Kuruba and Suarez beyi ni frame. Suarez is the main guy. He scored 28 goals for Sporting Lisbon last season. He's the main guy. Yes, that.
I go carry through.
On go take you over no. Now only omo team no dey hu pa. Omo guy be on left foot defend Kotero. ona obeyi Hames Ephraim Hames
maami bi si e be bo se amba bo mo din sa
oh say
maami bi na kan
o say de
ai anyam clinic o say e be bo na o ti mo amba bo mo din no mo ho ai hu so e ja park no so e no mpe
da bi
o si England ye na belle mi na belle ring na die o ti mo o ka belle bi de mo ka pa mo ka azu ko wa no we na kota na poeta na so are zi ja pa ko hu we
ye ejuma no
ba ho si amuma yeso nkofo no unye hu sa
ye ni na onum de o ye ne se Hames ni the physique because we age through one more games aso nko afi nko o sa team ready o
kwa min so ja bokwa
onmo okwa 1-2 matches osimejai okwa anti on share more club football in the last 2 seasons in eti obwa do 50 minutes e road Quintero na ba be yine frame also left footer a lot of runnings shooting from behind about 27 shots or so against Portugal 22 against Venice and DR Congo 15 against Uzbekistan eti
Portugal no boy pa
omo shot pa they team
Portugal no more
shoot pa so I say omo shoot pa eti omo space they will shoot especially Luis Diaz.
Well,
our team no menim no for them because one thing I very clear is Elisha ne Sibonde you can't stay them together. Yerechi is back. Pate plus one of them which likely to be Sibu. These are for trade that he's going to use. Any one on the wings, you know. Yes, Semenyo will start, and he said that Jordan will start. But one of Fatau or Niama, almost no, the best start to be on the bench bar. No about home money. It's a game where we still have to rely on our transition, which have been very slow so far this tournament team, even though you're very quick attackers. But against Croatia, the time Adete a ball penetrating pass no to find Semenyo. Okay, first half for the chance go nyaya no. But Mobi, they are forcing the ball. You pass around na ne da kuechi. You pass na da kuechi. Eti ene look at game. Unless we are going to prepare for a penalty shootout. Ko wa hwe Kureza or the Egypt for unko final no. For now, system of ball penalties no go through final. Final penalties na siriga for the edition finish. Eti ne ball no a good for local games. He will defend on that moment and he punish you. When your moment na no go for do extra time and penalties. But at least yes, a body here. But if I saw how you need closer for the boy, just some small details. And if you watch Croatia yesterday, how comfortable they were. Now they should compare Ghana. And I said, at least Croatia ABB. Teams the best out of players, you know. Again, go and watch any England. There's coaching working with the Ghana team. And I want to believe say and one our biggest our match game against Colombia, Carlos Correa say our Bibia obet me the best Colombia for will not be at their best. And that how much. And if they are not at their best, yes so no the small details we punish them. And one we know Jordan will start, but I have substitution or I should be quick on Jordan.
Okay.
So Mfa. But sometimes I like Yamane when Brandon and Co no bet me about Sanyama. In Aki is there apart from England game or more game. So it's I think and there you hope in your coach now you come out anymore. Say
team you represent TVI support.
We
should present the best.
Yeah. Sounds on so far. I say tournament to him. And I became in England. No England other teams are. You understand? Say a coach in England for Jambo. Again, in Croatia. No Croatia versus England. Croatia versus Portugal. Croatia ne Panama among other teams now. You know say a cross system no boy na am Croatia for Jambo on board. It's a our strongest in Carlos Correa say he will find a system that will not get the best out of the Colombian team. No, or what you know mo epe o World Cup omo best quarter final omo nyahu bia o say they are not sa on minor o maji bi de na ye no mo bo aye struggle Colombia de World Cup makwa nya omo mbre so ye no mo nya quarter final na ye best the highest one quarter final and 2 round of 16 so if what the average ni bam ya the class omo ana mbo chedi obako be say ya quarter final ya round of 16 but omo best quarter final 2 round of 16 if we are going to analyze team now yes they have good players but enyo man a say omo huna ye because World Cup omo bonsin ye omo nya de ansin ye World Cup omo kwa so omo ko nya hwe omo ko add numbers kwa they only go add numbers and in terms of modern World Cup there you go to erom ye pe and they say boys na ehun say Colombia omo nsin ye World Cup erom ye pe we do there be me say World Cup aboko say
mo there be end
omo highest quarter final you see quarter final
no the end sadem no
omo nsin ye eti enyo omo ye say omo hu because they are not the category so
that's a good talk before the game ye nyawo Black Star for him 5 minutes back beboa
no I say ko mo me I say masa boy yo
say ball na mo ball aburuchire ni ade no omo monchem mo ball ni ade omo ha god Diaz ni party yepe Diaz ni party na level ya ade kro meboa
Diaz ni party
Sasa me graphic no oba me can say Diaz no ni ade ni Champions League no bobo say on say me nyokra I'm going to back to your papa.
Good season same.
Oh, okay.
So you now say
a good season, man.
Oh, good season.
Oh, Champions League. I say,
no more. Mr. Jones, defense of group.
How many defense?
That's a group E in a group F. For me, no more defense in Namuko. Group E in a group F. Top in the same group in our
top
England
Colombia, Argentina, France. Obi defense just say he was strong. They were in a group with Portugal. I'm the top here. And doing to me under it. Okay, yes. You will be doing nothing. Coach, I'm here. Ghana will beat Colombia and Switzerland. Nana Adams, yes.
Okay. Switzerland, they beat me a show. But Colombia, they are then.
So,
on the Adiaba could say, ye team no expectation of them. The Ghana for expectation of blasters in your form.
It's in the Abasro.
No, baby,
if we are in England,
no, baby, I find
and now Croatia and dog be na more
na say you renew Colombia say for Canada
send your queen no then what do one
on your share you okay
some men they na get be bantemu
and after say na share you nya part 20 be okay
oh say yeah oh you dodgy you ejiri and dodgy
pressure na ba coach ni so on say coach ni say na star na kakra go na fi Ghana for ni bi na why too defensive no one on that dey ba kwa ba Ghana for ni say zuzu the coach ye nyina ye wo game bi obetin esa ade no ye wo games bi obetin esa ade no
I see ya she
you be a qualify anya country bia na Ghana ne no mbebo a coach be betin akoti na chiro ka de Ghana for the be jizo dwane
obeyan results
so too
anya results ni epe
Ghana na wuti no
we want to move on
e refi your mantemo nti bro ya dia
Ghana million kan ya wamfi one dia
team ni mienu setup anyhow obi abesi approach game no ma men chance in free Black Stars me dey na meeting na me pe so on say from day one me catch you say
na be Portugal
say me can wa catch you say I don't want us to meet Colombia because me Colombia team na be ma boda the way almost ball no on nipa da se ni bi am tutu oko into a battle o how we see prepare yourself okay it do the heyene Croatia game no we see a starting game no tutu near attacking in pieces na yemi musa o then Croatia for the start so move shoot from afar okay inti players na dwene be almost say yes city deep reason why city deep ni say yema opponent ni nya spaces ema attack here by team na ye no omo bo no Mizotui omunya shot outside 80 omunya chance outside 18 but no mu shoot by so yentimi ka say yes city deep ni kwani the only way to stop them. It is our boss now mo pick closer to 18 year boss no as you get closer to them you pick our boss no. It have the mindset of the team kwani fa so prepare game no any ye call game ni the AC no asesa. Unlike any England were not shooting from afar. They say na crucial for ne no. Say England started so mu shoot and echo on target. Serious one. They say Croatia bo na bopo. Obo ho na Asare wa ye say bubie hu a. Ka fo bo say yen city so deep. Omo players no mu shoot ni we best start see HC wo mo. Say there be omo shoot na me threat emfama ye. Etine ye ne Colombia game no. Bizo ebe game a. Said the Uber the kind no. Obi a wahwe Colombia team no. One of their biggest weapon is shooting outside from the 18 ball. Yes, ebi omo fan she bebre. But ebi omo kwa share obi. Na we goalkeeper anko is Portugal na DR Congo goalkeeper no. On that evening now we sa do omo ye those number of saves to from omo long balls no mo boy no. There is one thing about their team. Intine from omo ball na mahwe no. If I'm in the shoes of Carlos Cruz, Kameko with 2 center forwards. To occupy their 2 center backs. Adibu amedwene ho a bema board amentiase. Players bo mbegina club football bobo time. But ko national team a. Afi the level need to say player bia wa the national team, top player bia wa the national team JC. Oka branch e bi na efe Davidson Sanchez no. No but Tottenham Hotspur. Ofa ya brought Tottenham Hotspur no. Okay no.
Wa sampa papa.
Ba o he no Colombia
will take you over.
Or Galatasaray.
Yeah.
O he no Colombia national team.
Ba
o he no Colombia national team. Born now obono. Bema boda.
No na Ayas. Omni United ball final. Ana United.
Yeah.
Europa final.
Moreno die no.
Was some brutal. So obo na set. No.
It's obo club side abeka so wasan. But obo national team a different player. One hand the national team performance will be classified as a world class center back. And on your first point of their build up from the back. Offer 2 center backs now. Lukumi and Davidson Sanchez. Between the two, they were typical table ni by Davidson Sanchez. Obo one topper. Lukumi Muzo to ne holding. And on him how to push strikers away from so we created danger their mom. Enti occupy o center forward when you are playing one topper. Na Davidson Sanchez no to abaya an additional midfielder. Omuni good ball distributors in their midfield. Because even if Fashion Lama or Crystal Palace, he's not a good distributor of the ball. The strength when or ball no. But Ubusa say other than more side players, but still Colombia to me finding way to me possess a ball no. Because Davidson Sanchez was built like a ball playing center back. It's Obeka midfield no. Then he gives them control on the ball. Said the Beya Jefferson mo they will start picking on men to take balls away from them as defensive midfielders. Omoye said you many in area. They don't delay on the ball. Then they try to find their playmaker in James Rodriguez. James foul ball the first player Luis Diaz ne runs. Intine bema boda madika aka ba ko say
we dey say nyende
kayen ko with 2 top
we dey be from
ye ko with 2 topper na ya occupy mu 2 center backs na ye be say omo build up ne kakra. Then the senior and Luis Diaz battle no and ne e be decide
senior will win
and no be decide game me per how we go into the tournament the confidence level was so once omo ye ranking for best defenders at the tournament no more nim defend yam say not to 67 until we go into the tournament ababeti tournament na say on more attacking qualities but enebo na yebo no ye here right fullback go by attack ye here right fullback go be defend because one of Colombia mo biggest threat Luis Diaz it is so to me occupy Luis Diaz no he Luis Diaz every game anymore e kire say Colombia attacking threat no ya te ba ko so enti Mizoto and a game ni a gamer aka yanko with a typical 4-2-4 4-2-4 ne say you call with the normal back four. No 4-2-4. The time you call with 4-2-4 ne say you to ever call with a normal back four. You call it a normal back four. Then you call with 2 holding midfielders. Pate and Yirinchi. Because you need a box to box midfielder. Obeko, Obeba. So to the mention I say. Then the front four, the coach will not drop Jordan. And he young call with 2 center forwards. 2 center forwards no. Semenyo should play just closer to Jordan. Semenyo Jordan. Minim de Eha Ishaku. Because when it comes to natural talent, any goal scoring threater.
But he's still playing well.
Yes, any goal scoring threater. Offer your wingers now. Zutu. On the weapon and all the Jomunina. Atadeka Kakra when he said, ne off the pitch lifestyle no. I send on the pitch football no. You were a great talent at handle. Ishaku Fatao Zutu. But a Nusubijin on one so. It's your boy with 2 maybe a boy Ishaku and that you boy no Asante.
All left.
Yeah, game winning the game.
Yeah.
Strong on the ball. Defensively, he's good. So, and he doesn't delay when team they attack it.
A second match in a while maybe Grano. England no boy. England no.
It's say a team not up in this format. One, ya block Colombia build up play. You bet me I rely on Senenya to block Luis Diaz because James Rodriguez momoje bo ho no mo hwe. The moment we are able to do this now, I just say you are limiting Colombia.
But Diaz no ba wo be di na chi.
Yes, that's one neba. Baby obefa bi one no. Baby Diaz be fa bi am so oba o change ni position even from
ba ono so de on penu no. O dan ho no.
Yes, ontimi
kura.
Yes, ontimi
kura.
O ya no say
ontimi ka me na against me we boy no botu Lamte.
Yes.
I think the first or second match for
against
Brighton.
Yes.
Lamte Tariq. One in a year, Papa. Then the two. Yeah. Maybe say I don't know. Good on you. That's why from a coach's point.
No, that's why. Close mark and the open close mark and use space in a manner. I take off.
We can now. Now, one's all pace.
Our pace, but the chasing in the off work on a overquajal.
So, man, is space no control ball.
Space, more space on the line. A man penetration in French, and they close the central defense and no just space on the right side. So they bear one for Aquacofa.
We know level, Mr.
And we to set up in a
other own to the Mechanasiana.
So the neighbor.
So yeah, theory.
It will be just space.
No, I forgot it. Oh, man, Louisias, oh, man, no problem. But my man pick the first ball. Or pick the first ball, not 10. Because I got to Jana and got Yanu. No, there be no put up on or pass it on the Jana when you market, but on 2 space of Aquajao. There be over 10 on Aquajao. There be. Because the moment you give him space, you don't want to go and
Abasentala, when I say close marking, go to Abasentala, wedding at Yaba. Wouldn't a Chiba no 2 on to close down. Into a bottle, who 10 an hour was chasing into an Louisias,
I won't go figure only go man,
any Bobby no sliding or honor. No one was closer to the center defenders. And a bob to the right side. No fire. But I'm able to left. I won't even fat.
Answer Anthony Gordon, they are runners. Luis Diaz, the strength.
No, speed.
So, or Peke Bona and then Mrikaba. But the off ball movement, and you.
Oh, give your answer.
The member.
The off-ball attack a first. That time, no man close marking. A show Jan space. And I was shedding on. No money come and
my community. My break in the night back open the bubble. The only thing you have to do is to stand on his strong leg. But Luis Diaz, also, no. So man, for Bona, he can even decide not to play on the line.
That boy no dangerous.
Obeka on the line to run with you.
So Jibo can't
stop
him from receiving the ball.
Exactly.
For receiving the number so on your starting.
Don't none who have that.
Jibo then stop him from receiving the ball. I fuck also say this is a player on your static or movie. And so moving out within a chair. Who space near the horn at the hole. They will now play the ball to that space.
None no call.
what when him the face ni say and on only face ball nti on only face space no dan wo
on take off no yeah direct
to the ball now have to
turn in wa ko chi
so yemfa
na tete na ne ma Bruce Mark no me
yemfa Luis Diaz as a player yemfa Luis Diaz as a player ne runs or running on the line I will use a lot of pace and there be when he doesn't have the ball on only the end say give the ball to him so the ball ne man now on the kuta ball no you comfortable on the ball there who problem.
Okay, so stop him from getting the ball.
It is stop him from getting the ball. That is the first thing because no obe say ordinary receive ball no we don't need
Japan for the
obe no ni asa ball no pass jibo
no say na ya dey wa kire say upon all your fullbacks ni nyina no when it comes to defending he's the best among them wa kire at this tournament.
Oh so many tackle out team use
Luis Diaz in the say o man control the first ball no than na ho so oba wo so there no problem no there so oba wo so 10 times a emu 7 obekọ why are there 3
na no jibo no time okọ receive ball no time dey pass na e ko na abekọ no so say na be ya man na enko
say one na eti o ta no ho okay o mu bi a one no oje ball na so the next thing he has to do is to send the ball back on timi na ho ma wo so
o ta no enfa ball ne ma no e be use space
say na keye
da e be use space
na so na say na ewie
o ta no ho a on be use space na
na ba man direct on be back to space am
we dey say game no ayo china ho mache nti e ba yi na e be ho nti be so to da be nya anajo ya ho mache me nko kam obi nko tena e 1:30
e ya anajo
ti nya anajo ya ho mache
afakwa we susu ejini o
e no je eti
ejini to
na 1:30 ye dey ana ye be hia ye ka anajo a ye 12 midnight if you don't call be nyina na ya
ahomache ana afọ no ba ne ya be pimi se na ya ahomache
eti
ahomache e fi 3 bus 5 na ya ahomache anajo no ye time ya da
eti to
ba no mo bi ankoda say ne ya ye ku
eti ye be hia Thomas Partey is to at his best reason is simple yentimi nkuta ball ni bebre won finfin eti ye be hia obi a the moment the defenders never pick a ball no obekwa akojo omo to then a quick transition eti na say na mega say me hwe ye ne Croatia game no how Croatia forces set up no say na Colombia beba wo Partey was too slow for me when he was not finding spaces at the pass ama no he was also not creating spaces oh eti na fa ma Partey game na be oje aba bi ojana either saw the Bema center backs no and Obaba center backs in them no about occupy like a third center back no more pass wo ho aha enti and e be here Thomas Partey because among your midfielders no when it comes to ball distribution he's the best among them enti as a quite bia so na say Thomas Partey enya ni a game no so to say unya one thing is say we are in for a tough game we are in for a very very difficult game one thing is say this is knockout stage yanko ball for points group stage there o ball for points so be qualify even 3 points how I work up you see structure and 3 points do qualify into your mathematics where one moment you are out of the tournament either through the 90 minutes you show extra time and also bubble penalties obu ho be setting the team up to wait for luck ne say mama ko tena chi defender o de do beba mesubia na message na yen kwa ne mfa ko penalties there you be a game it's there one gamer to I don't think the coach can defend like an England game see you ko tena chi gidi throughout the game near defender e be disaster come catch say the number of shots this Colombia for the best sending into a half no especially with James Rodriguez when it comes to kick see a kick ball yeah use power a direct ball no dey amana ko goal poster he's one of the best in the game it will be on the Porto will be on Monaco will be on Real Madrid will be on Colombia national team biano one of James Rodriguez the biggest strength is to any shooting abilities it is yes kasi e kwa tena chire gidi a ye benya problem looking at the countries here mienu exhibit at the World Cup medical the Megana ni yes in chain yeah na ma me football as a football analyst the men who between the two teams at the World Cup so me who be a strength na me show be a weakness be my brother a game a set like a 2-1 for Colombia
2-1 for Colombia as an analyst.
2-1 for Colombia, yes.
Okay.
Then the back
as a Ghanaian.
Me come Ghana Mudia. Then
2-1 for Ghana.
Me he game ebia 90 minutes no be my brother Kaminya 1-1. E 90 minutes na kebebo because mostly they do extra time there. You call ho na obi decide say e kra coach tactics ya ntanya adwuma wo.
Adibo we Ghana ni wo pese ye ho to ya. Yansan ko extra time.
Dabi the time make us say winning the game 90 minutes na ending.
Dem so we analysis no and they you attend.
Ha ma ba me Ghana.
Ghana dey 2-1.
90 minutes na ending. But you call the extra time, say the last 30 minutes na. When the coach is doing command, why na coach is instruction from to a notion. Because at that particular moment, you don't want to take the risk of going on penalties. Ebi ana nko ya ma. It's a job players no. After the more express mo ho. So to the mention see. Anti hono na be ma boda see a extra time na menya sa confidence no.
Ghana be good
as a Ghanaian, but the first 90 minutes in there, I think Colombia stand a better chance than here win the game. Yes.
Okay. Right. Until Yamban say there was some little over 12 hours to go. Mebwa na ye de so. Ewo chronom na ye de yeko. Argentina match na some say wo
chronom yeah.
Argentina Quebec.
And so edin.
Eno na
edin
na kwakubu some say Quebec be Argentina.
Edin you do only dintia. Masha Argentina against teams on low block. But they correct 2014. Argentina against Bosnia. Argentina against Iran. Iran team na carries creation and they coaching.
But all they didn't go. Why are you?
When Argentina no to no more bo. Na one allow spaces because omo call with two weapons. Either they rely on the creativity of Lionel Messi or the goal scoring ability of Lionel Messi. Into inipa ba ko boy nyoma mienu. He creates and he scores. Only the creativity of Lionel Messi. It becomes a big problem for Argentina. So tell me say. And Cape Verde for you no. O match say World Cup no mobile no. O mo do match tomorrow. Say we Spain, we are dey chen mo. But here the strategy dey buy ni say, we are dey chen ikugu akiri. Na no, ye ma space. Nyame ye ya dum bia. Nyame ye ya dum bia. Enti one gamer. Yes, Argentina were experienced. They have the confidence because over tournament favorites ni nyina. Ope country omo tournament and that our pressure be anywhere. Argentina. Reason in say to this one na so omo no. Omo ya this one for 2022. They are just enjoying the tournament. Omo free ma enye problem omo taking risk enye problem Argentina. Ebe game be ma boda. Ebe back to when they be decided game no and the key factor is Lionel Messi. Either he will give an assist to whether he will score and then the 20 and also one game abema wada and you remember that Jenma Shepa.
There's a Quebec with me ama Messi akweja Ronaldo no.
Oh, me how a Quebec for the boy against Spain no. Who say Zutu Omo occupy spaces in the 18-year boss and the 6-year boss. It's penetrating through them is very difficult. It will be a nebo and a babono. See, Argentina Beshigua. Possible they will score outside the 18-year boss based on how I keep it for the ball. Also, the difference between the Spain team and the Argentine team when it occur on low block, then they say those areas now, Bema a war penalty box in the chino. But I couldn't friend the Messi Junction. No. Oh, you say Messi Junction.
Oh, boom.
Yes, the Messi Junction.
Hey, me Martin, I mean, Matia.
Oh, say Junction, no.
Matia.
Junction, say.
Matia.
Say. Messi Junction, say.
Matia.
Closer to the.
You apologize myself. Maybe after the problem.
Messi Junction, say. Messi Junction, say. When Obo on a low blocker, they will try as much as possible to create space. 18-year boss nechi. Messi, he knows how to place the ball. Also, my memory example. Okay, how many Real Madrid be no raw.
I tell we no.
Mercy Junction. It is a great bone go no be against was it against Algeria? Was I share back against
Austria?
Aha. Umu baby of free. Those are on the soon best start build up no. Both so fresh no one no redeem steps. And players in him so what the ball net 2 woman.
Obese.
Either say goalkeeper betchino, a bebo poor and a betonet. So that Johnson is a two.
The bit keeper.
Okay.
The answer how many spin no. And your Argentina won sa spin team near ball sa ball. Gavi da wings. Ferran Torres and you Yazaba. Sa attack na. Sa Gavi Ferran Torres or Yazaba attack.
Not good in the eyes.
You meet me.
They also spend for one thing to say. Spend for they don't shoot so outside. Almost shoot outside. I no any difference in the woman. But say
different.
No, because.
All right. Outside the solo football man say the thing, but na Oma first 5 now there for the aka.
I'm for Winibi.
5.
Okay.
Back 5.
Of a dropping.
Oh no back so
Central Market.
Central Market so no and about so listen brand remind you mo. No mo meji o ma de enko. The aka be ko baby o mo be ko. Na bi so okojo ho. Nti na kro no ho be de. You feel say Manabel.
Omachebiane. Omachebia beti ana bisa.
Uko heball. Any je na okoje no heball. Uko chebiane say.
Say the Africa band na mama iti kakra bi.
Emoti so Africa go.
Ya sane mfa mo e hoti bi abe coffee bi.
I'm sitting in every go.
Jojo na ma wo Monday Stars e bono kumase ya o. Ladies Monday Stars.
Oh, you more World Cup ni.
I say World Cup ya baba wi.
Na say na call Jordan refi. Jordan say na ye kan ho
ba. Ma nenye ho na he kwa ma ya opia.
Oh me papa, why me dey?
Piero kumase.
Me o to champion.
Jojo wa di member chi so ba.
We ma ball Piero. Awu go what in both so pa o.
O de menya mem fa
ma. Na both be sa go ado ba be. Ma ball Piero.
Ma fa director ne ma.
Debi me pe no an say many beje honi abe
ambassador of the women
ambassador patozolo e ma ambassador na say nye post papa na ambassador for women a je baba be boy bi tie mpe post bia unya post anza na wa boy bi o na ba zo invite mo e ma Monday Stars
obantuma so
all time be na ebo
ye bona no 6 o'clock
send ya pon highway
ni apapon bia me ya so for like
so no one never award on the ade no na ye so ama me just tambra na ye nhwe ni just ye kan no enye say just no I mono kama obi a majo de Dr. Amonso ansa kwese ba kwa na ado
munsem no. So the last 2 editions of the World Cup before this one, they were losing finalists and semi-finalists. So it's how they are. Okay. Their players may be aging, but I mean where they get the motivation from when they are playing for the national team. Yeah. And some of them to even at their club level.
National team football is different. I mean, where Twanze, money, Maswake, money, and them. Go for any amount for Tiajinazano. In them, and attackers and Anemua, because all of them want to be part of the young people. Bonibino. So we prepare. So the gap between them and the attackers always huge. What does not happen? Again, when a fan is a Ronaldo, I use you or boss a decoy. No, back to create space. They don't also use the wingers.
BYT, you know, Namiti Pandits Binra.
Okay.
Also, a Bayanka FIFA crano. African countries no more than Montino. And by 85th minute, Nanka Yapon, you may get 90 minutes view. If you say, BYT, you know, Namiti Pandits Binra.
Okay.
Also, a Bayanka FIFA crano. African countries no more than Montino. And by 85th minute, Nanka Yapon, you may get 90 minutes view. If you say, matches no track 86 go back to Africa. Into young quiet matches and got my and then 90th minute. 85th minute referees not for matches.
You did die endurance, say a bebonia boy. Minimum dintia. I say, you be born after at long last now, Omode. The Becan is more experience, a BT experience, baby. Because players are moving, especially where Congo Fuya, dear Congo Fuya. Most of them cry almost back for Nina, no, or Munina, England one or more than any idea. Chance Bemba more as well to Azembe, Monet, well, one Bisaka Muninae, players are Matratana, Krumua, and minim mentality be more because African mentality, though a idea will be a muja, but Mojane woman, baby, and Nipanatana, so Osia be before, and the baby or matter of Mutiminsia be being through na Sanya Mary is here to 3 and a day, Yamianim.
I'm matching so Algeria and so Traho, I'm Switzerland and so Asano, a commune almost anti Algeria build up to say World Cup, no more than
oh yes, and
one was saying and I'm matching Switzerland to me reduce you almost says Ghana. Yani Colombia winner no Ebeshia
Switzerland yes Canada
yes
SMP I said Switzerland they give it to me no my you
sa de wo dina sa na
say ya show mo da wo kai say ye call 2022 no
okay
oh ye che wo mo na ne wo kama pre tournament about na say pre match and a warm up game proud to 2022 Qatar.
Okay.
And then you introduce Daniel Free Banian.
Okay.
Yes, sure, Munti. You bet me no mabo. And you who sa
2022, 2026, and the crowd.
I know dear, who players in the crowd.
I see no musi the Algeria, crown them fast or pitch. Wow.
I know dear.
More experience no pa.
But this is the first time so Algeria for nyamba possession pa.
Okay.
In their history, in terms of World Cup appearances or mabo. Almost pick up and who is sure Abia. Or mudi be suru the Swiss for na and said ni suru bebre omo an said I don't know minim di nti bibi betimi asi
Omabo almost my record for the first time I said 2 or more goals our World Cup matches wow Ghana e bo homodin e say bo homodin 32 says 5 countries 5 African countries out I come here sir
and Osha Africa ya quarterfinals and on a year 4 occasions.
Yeah.
Senegal, Cameroon, Ghana, and Morocco.
Okay.
But say okay say you reduce your slot now. How many countries in Asia World Cup on the out there better ones? 8. Emu from South America.
Okay.
Emu from Europe.
Yeah.
And how many countries now go semi-final stages? And also so 25 now. Said no an American. Emu mako adunum mienu outsiders omunye from comebo anase from yen ha nti se wahwe South American for no omo countries akọ semi finals Chile, Uruguay, Brazil, Argentina. So nti wahwe omo kra na in terms of semi finals no omo kra na omo ntan nwuramu sa wahwe Ecuador onko bi da wahwe Bolivia onko bi da Paraguay onko hoda nti omo countries omo ya under FIFA best 10 countries na only Brazil wasaje 5 Argentina waje 3 Uruguay waje mienu and Chile insist 2 owuramu at the semi final stage nti out of 22 no emu 4 the others ni nyina akwa Europeans no so ene bia US akomu baako ena Morocco so de baako aba ena South Korea so akobako it is a whole red the entire tournament in there ene o say kase FIFA ma South America for no the opportunity na nko for mo man ni nyina mbra na Europeans no so nka ho na bia ayaka no yemfa baako na mbra since a tournament it's like our league na yebo no
yeah
or the English Premiership or the Spanish La Liga when was the last time I say outside the BG league you know
yeah.
It has always been a Madrid Barca na bia Atletico Abejibi so
Atletico Madrid yeah
bia EPN na say ebie kakra when Chelsea started so invested not the last time Chelsea G League in 55 omo ba back and Jose Mourinho ombe prove we ase GGB Manchester City almost wa ba be wuram City so G League no na ache ye per 50s City so ba be wuram G League ni bi when was the last time I say Everton age even the Premiership no ba e kra no na only 3 countries clubs pen na edge na akoye Manchester United Arsenal NABA Chelsea bem na previously Nantes no yenya another team ono so ebe GB nti 4 ansa na say Liverpool ba GB nti ukọ Germany a nansia na emenyi hu say Liverpool sia unity akwakoye Bayern Munich or Borussia Dortmund. Nti ka me say the boy domestic football any even the continental your friends say championship ayebo me kire nations championship no ti say bia Euros CAF ye de Copa America na ade no o dey go and look at amaya omoje as omo na eje but to get to semi-finals and outside you can say upset ebesi baako Zambia ebeje the African Cup of Nations obi abona baso but Zambia in 1994 no ma performing abewura mo finals and Nigeria for ehye omoje enti hu say oma brepen e na omo de ba enti Morocco fo adwuma omo ye nyina na say Africa hano they were performing right from a year U20 U17 20 chanting plus even omo mani nyana na omo show bibia say possibly omo betimi raise bar no am wiase enhu omo and say ye de ba ne ye hwe de e kone ade a ye confederation ya no ye won number of countries omo ya na FIFA unlike ebia South America omo nse da no so to omo mbo ni league format first to be 6 enyina timi qualify ba ye de ne bo no cry heading but as you say e kwa ye be ya ade no yeah best ni say you semi finals so as I say a continental championship performance at the World Cup Ghana yanso abewura bi because see say US na ewura muda from North America South Korea na ewura muda from Asia and I also see ewura mu bi enti the others ni nyina has been either Europeans and as South America enti the FIFA World Cup in general no Africans e wom say ye nhyeda hu ba bia ese ye duru no ye need as was say about finals one day no e bi si da sanso na other continent no so ye ji om dia US football hwene ma oma ye ne ade oma host World Cup no pen 94 no wa ye nya aman bi ti say Mexico in football even 1930 World Cup ne ade na they were part of general but omuntimi nje World Cup no even Chile kura na in the Copa America no performance was run no mutimi sha Argentina mo jejeje ne ade no Chile ntimi nkwaje World Cup da ne best ne so obekọ semi finals in 62 enti World Cup in general na nkasa no akwakoye aman bidia to once a while obi be wuram when na Spain wuram bi Portugal of all onje World Cup da na Spain na yatin dinya omutimi paredi Madrid team eje conquer Europe Barca team conquer Europe now where 70% of them players no from Spain but omo kwa weather na niam aye den dia mom ene nei omo soso aba ba gibi but omo ji wie ekura no omo ntimi kura nko kwata fa omo ntimi kura win a knockout game until enra omo so wetime je Spain na no defending champions in 2010 after that goal na Iniesta shema omo against Netherlands no Spain ntimi win knockout game and oba ba win nti World Cup ne bo na nkasa no akwa BBB a general o kan Africans no ebe den yemfa ne say ya ne yenko ne yenko sa e den o sie ko bi o ka say ye reduce your slot na omo ya dem omo nyina sa na omo be
all right good morning sir the script is on for Portugal to win the World Cup. Wow. What's the doctor Eka from?
Them say general say o show omo dey na difference ne say as omo anka say na yi omo ho so say no say European na free ma e Portugal na ba ko ne boy
they dey say ba ko
free they say ba ko ne free ti omo dey na say omo hyehyɛ omo ho e no ka ho bi na ebi be free because Croatia team na ekuta omo na the last 2 World Cups I have won omo akọ semi finals omo di second back omo di third back no ebi anke ye ni other opponent and no ahweja na omo aso especially the latter part of the game ebi anke team chrono and survival.
Okay. African teams are beginning to crumble at the World Cup as some people envisaged and predicted. Many, including myself, were asking for the reasons for our poor show. But after thinking through it, I've come to the conclusion that African teams lack big game mentality. And the local coaches too are not helping most of those with indigents. Alaji Mama Salia and Asare Apejawe Eddie Free Wanti and so Abrayen. Okay, yentwaso emfa emamo ejewa Fosuya Hotel. Bibia upebi. All right, man, what's he from? Nti tuka na di nachi. Why? Na kokope ojesi ne bi why? Ana shirt ne bi. Bibia ba bia jewa pebi. Ona tuka na di achi na kokope bi. Why? na and so I don't know meaning e wa ko fa videos no kakra na fe ye the first batch of questions no and so about later e be say about ya ba hwe ho whatever the white man said about we black Africans is actually true. Obodo the way from New Botiano, Accra, and Abreye. Whatever the coach said about the we Africans, you know, coach that's my kind, you know, Rudy Garcia, a Belgium coach. Also, we know teams like that. They use their they lose their tactical structure toward the end of the game. Also, whatever Papaika, you know, and Cray. Obodo the way if you knew Botiano Accra de Abreye. Though what is the historical background of countries and their nicknames about football? Why the way by TI UK una the way and so Abreye and Anope. Happy holidays, Joe. Please, can BYT help me with Egypt versus Australia head to head and the correct score line today? Ochiman Chiame Achim Abompe in a way about wow. Ochiman Chiame Achim Abompe. Wow.
Egypt
that's what I say. Can BYT help me with Egypt versus Australia head to head? And the correct score line today. Nana Kaukucha Ikakra na I don't know.
Nana be refiki.
Nana hamine so na bika. If you score line be out.
Sa.
No. Nana Richard Kakra I don't know me so.
Yeah.
Me so channel bika be. You do be ana nana mo dem ho jim kakra. Na ana but the embassy Benjamin man say or they go kutwa bibia dem kasa. Yeah, kwasi bo krom ana kwasi bo krom what trouble. All right, my young looking at what Mbappe, Leo Messi and co are doing in the World Cup, and looking at what these old players like Pele, Luis Nazario, Maradona and the rest were overhyped. Oh, sir, because these current players are scoring in the World Cup for fun. Frank Edway Free, St. Francis Preparatory School, Kwesi Buo Krum, and what are we free a buyer? Wow. Looking at what Mbappe, Leo Messi, and co are doing in the World Cup, and looking at what these old players like Pele, Luis Nazario, Maradona, and the rest, looking at what they did. I think they were overhyped. Oh, yeah, ni BYT.
You know.
Yeah, questions now about na some about na person. Oma comment kakra fa ho na fi yentwa so.
Yeah, obi busa say to say the France and Argentina ball finals. E bi asida. I say ombesa akọ final bi mu na. The omni say bi asida. Na the first time we be see you know who's the first no back over finals but the next one obesa ba bi but obeshia a different country but 1986 e Mexico ene nya Argentina Germany e finals and Argentina win match 3-2 at a point now 2-2 Woody Voller Karens Romenega na those days na match ni more dey pa so match no omunya da winner no from Buruchaka etwaso edge cap no. So that was 1986 finals no the area no. Na was Germany versus Argentina and Argentina for Diego Armando Maradona no edge trophy no enso edi free ho. Na yesako 1990 e Italy no. So two countries here biem esa ba finals in 1990. Na no so oman de Germany enso ten ho after say we lose Mexico de no. Ono so bete ne ho enso win cup no 1-0 enso eto aso champions nti Germany so chene de in 1990 so gini it is says de na ye hwe ye no na 1990 that is the only time two countries aqua finals ato aso mienu omu mienu nyina Germany timi ko but obeshia different opponent.
Okay.
Netherlands say oshia West Germany in 74 or sabi Argentina 78 no no kwa be two but oshia a different opponent. Brazil ebo final Sweden 58 on Sweden or saba Chile 62 no oshia a different opponent Czechoslovakia nti so oba now saba biemu a the next opponent no enye de oni ni shia but the SC ba ko pe no Germany Argentina omko 86 and the next edition 1990 almost aqua finals we share the edge Argentina na saba France ne nabo but France enya enhia ya na so munya nko finals ntino yentimi nkyere but question e ba ye no eno ho anu yie na ye no na obi busa so afi today in history pa na 1960 na 66 years Egypt and Ghana ye ko mo na third time ayesi akan no omo frɛ sɛ ye nsam na ye boy de pa 59 na mbobo ani ade no omo ni age nti ye koy ye bo tutu enso ewo eye Cairo na edueda kwa ene share Ghana 2 goals ni nyina ade ma ene 3 July 1960 66 years pepepe ne na eno Ghana kobo tutu enso eho na 2004 enso ena ye 3 July 2004 ne up to nebema ye 22 years and also Black Stars of Ghana na ye wakono ewo Uganda, the Cranes of Uganda na ne AFCON World Cup qualifiers plus AFCON qualifiers inti first and second for number AFCON no na fe yasahwe mo a de obetopi group no asa to aso akọ 2006 World Cup inti ye hyase na ye bo no ye ko honom e ma omo share first goal e na Samojan beyi Kojopoku mahala efrimu ena baby jet ebe take no 1188 minutes ena we take no enso edema Ghana ntineso Black Stars of Ghana 3 July 2004 match ne hyase 1:30 ewo Ghana ena abo 12:25 ntina aka barely be 1 hour na kick off no enso hyase enso ewo the National Stadium ewo Uganda nti match ne ye 1-1 enso ema Ghana enso etimi enya a point ede baya team a yede koye no na omobo modin ye pa Samia J Kofi Amponsa the likes of Samuel Sekofo Emmanuel Papu Stephen Apia Michael Essien Sula Ali Muntari Bafo Jan William Thierry and Charles Taylor ene Asamoah Gyan ene Hamza Mohammed 3 players on free bench baye no ene yede omudin so atuja when Kojopoku mahala Michael Essien ene Dankwe enso efrim ti Hamza Charles Taylor be yi ono ankasa ne former teammate Dankwe no ne wo house focus ata na Charles Taylor aso che camp abakotoko na obi yi ni firimu a ono nso baye nti match no course no na ese Ghana abo 1-1 na the editor today in history 2005 3 July ne be my 21 years pepepa Ghana Premier League na week 12 okoso na ya feel league ni pem after World Cup no attention nyina be league ni so na Liberty Professionals ewo enkan omo etna fie ewa Accra Sports Stadium wena na ha se etu ni to Tamale Kaladan nti omo che omo nuanom ando out of Lions so omo 4-1 edano na koje isapo bufu pa muzacha yete o si pie na omo Benin for goalkeeper ebi ewo ne friend Rasha Shetu ese Blabeda is one Michael Hellegbe abo hat-trick etia when one Kofi Ntibuache enya 4 goals no enyina de ma Pando Liberty Professionals ena branch friend say Ibrahim Suleiman take abako edema Pando out of Lions now you see if he say film amanaba into obaye no obeye adwuma ni nyina na onya asa goal no enso ebaye Sadat Bukari assisting nti that was the second time na player ba kwa she hat-trick ewe league him after Sadat Bukari nti Sadat Bukari na she hat-trick ewe Ghana league nim ena week 12 yenya Michael Kafu Hellegbe se ono so she hat-trick ewo na Respective so Power FC enso wotema 1-0 Mark Edua Mufa isisi a we sojani ewe US ono enenya do only go 22nd minute ena sa go no enso ebaya ono so edi go no eto achenem against Power FC Blekum asana so tena Blekum kede Hospes 2-1 ewo ho na Hearts so kolusu 1-0 ewo Tamale Kaladan against RTU referee Gansa Mula from Asante Mampo ema 2 penalties baako ala seria ebo se no ena baako nso Tofik Alolo say we dey obefa abo ahye and Tofik Alolo enso ABT goalkeeper na your friend say Sani Mohammed as a senior police officer enso ewo hasipo ni ma eniema timi ko yi enso edema Red Tamale United Gafaru Abdullahi ene konya penalty no enso edema Pando Red Tamale United omo share na Kimfesa aso tena fie ema Feyenoord Academy Kosamade delete edo omo bae ebe she 2-0 ewo Kumasi Sports Stadium first goal no na penalty ena Sharif Danladi share ena second goal no so Jordan Opoku Dako akatapore enso nya second goal no said we see wine Kingfisher defenders or place ball no at the toe atenemu no na wani na ensese ka kiro end da no goalkeeper Tola wentimi anya ho hwe Suraj Mohammed na ball no eto na atenemu a omo ensudi 2-0 win enso ekoye okwawu nso nkokọ na kotoko but goal bi anto atenem omo boy nya goalless draw ena kotoko so de be kumase ena ebusu ado asa abonto enso eche secondi azakes asma we go do enso she omo baako organised 40th minute mark ena onya goal no from Michael Nsuado insring ena ma organised FK ball no enso de to atenemu a omo so she secondi azakes eka baako a omo so antinti 21 years Ghana Premier League ma de 12 matches baso no ena yedi ni nyina nso amount 3 July 2005 league games dina no so course na yede enso ato ye natifo ne yahwefo enso anim enso ho no minim se ye be wura mu ne ato aso na so be kwa ye to aso wi ana ya be wi Ghana de no obi so de buy say matches course no ye nra no die na ebuomu a editi se yahwefo ene yatifo enso eti na unim se Austria enso eboye na Austria ene omaya ne dia de Spain ene dihwim say Spain for the last World Cup matches on about 5 no say omo akọ clean sheet nko 4 matches ewo group no omo keep clean sheet the last time omo nya bibisa 2010 omo je ye when na Switzerland na show omo opening match omo beto aso ewene matches eto aso a ene bon to matenam ti sa victory anase streak we no omo longest the FIFA World Cup ma Austria entime anfa ball eso anto omatenam so far Spain for 6 games unbeaten against Austria ma win 5 a draw 1 enso ho na Oyazabel ni opener no since Iniesta FIFA World Cup go in 2010 enya de a player bia she go World Cup ni knockout ediama my friends Spain na the last time omo go against Russia 2018 FIFA World Cup no it was an own goal and a buy enti ife from 2010 Oyazabel go now to atena editia Austria no first time in 16 years omo play knockout goal and knockout win so edikan after 2010 omo ji FIFA World Cup no ena general omo se nya yenti Oyazabel enso ekire ne bobre enso ewo na general the omni say Spain for nya 3-0 win and first time Spain ashe multiple goals ewo knockout phase ewo FIFA World Cup mu since 1994 enie Spain be she bia 1-0 no de call penalties 1-0 sa no de call na say Spain show be 3-0 enso the FIFA World Cup the last time no omo said it to Switzerland but coincidentally general date ni so na nra na 32 years pepepe ehu pa 3rd July 1994 and 2nd July 1994 and 2nd July 2026 ebema 32 years na 32 years ago and Fernando Hierro Luis Enrique mo enya 3-0 win over Switzerland and it was against Omuankasa European opposition and I say counterparts omu nyina ewo ho and omu share against Switzerland this time around omu say nya 3-0 e knockout multiple goals omu ase and so 1994 2nd July up to 2026 2nd July 32 years down the line same score line and omu nya same day and so ewo na Mikel Oyazabel second goal no our share na we nya brace no and so edema omaya ni din and so Spain no the tian say where the first player was share twice 2 goals FIFA knockout game ediama Spain for since 1986 Emiliano Butragueño enya knockout goal adano on kwa share 4 against Denmark that was 1986 against Denmark almost 5-1 and on kwa knockout obo brace and as share more goals on kwa share 4 yenya player bia we singular on kwa knockout he fell from 86 na year bomb match na Spain for Edina Park so no kwenya double goals e will knockout and so e dia momenti sa game no so Mikel Oyarzabal and so it is recorder Emiliano Butrigano ye no ono so ayiko but when me answer for there but was 1+ goal e dia mom say Abrante so the last 16 starts was 17 goals. Real Sociedad player no, he's been doing well pass so far 31 goals after 58 matches at the Mark country no. So also a player be also Yanikon Huye pa. Lamine Yamal started match biawo a year major tournament be it Euros and now World Cup 9 matches are Lamine Yamal ashasi no. Who's the first World Cup ni ba Euros no Wabobi akone ni mako ye champion 9 matches no anya do mo lusu when na Lamine Yamal starter. So Yamal so at this record nearby where the youngest player wokuta sa record no at the one country a year the major tournament was also enya 10+ dribble and so gamer and also so a course unti and also a general the woman and also ye the air bow my chief for near for and so Unai Simon and so keep 4 clean sheets. Now general say Unai Simon so far 4 matches no keep 4 clean sheet born to Spain for him. But the last World Cup or derby and so keep clean sheet. And 5 World Cup clean sheet consecutively. Goalkeeper be a keep the FIFA World Cup history no. Where equal the record of Walter Zenga of 1990 Italian goalkeeper. So I got 4 matches. Now 5 matches now born to him consecutively. No other goalkeeper. Okay. The last time he will be 36 years ago, Italian goalie Walter Zenga, and so no 1990. And Chato, and he keep a biaba back Bob at Wattenham. But we 4 this year, and our previous World Cup, 5 World Cup matches, clean sheet consecutively, any precedent, with the exception of the last time he will be far back in 1990, and also Italian goalkeeper, and so Portugal, Croatia, and records be brave. But bibi kakre bi wom na the only says they say Croatia for the last 11 matches or money Portugal but no match 1 PO Portugal show 8 2 drawn games nti game na as a Portugal for no more in terms of head to head was so when Ronaldo be send the first ever FIFA World Cup knockout goal after 8 matches no about general 26 shots na ko goalkeeper so was knockout only goal now equal the record of Roberto Carlos 26 shots I will knock out 1 goal and one also Ben my the same number but after 32 shots no and no at the end of can one after in total no etimi enya goal and so e the ama Oman ni din so e Portugal and so far say we Leo Messi ono na abo World Cup matches do 26 as they say ono so assign Luther Matthias mo ama Abrante your friend say ana say bra o say minyo o cheme player friend say Luka Modric is ono so ordinary de no aba beto manu noa and so ho as they say ono so World Cup matches our future nko no 23 and Ivan Perisic eso about 21 nti omoto ato sa in terms of numbers no Leo Messi and I say 29 nyame admo obesa abone e de akọ 30 olidi ewo ho enso ewo nti ni omni say na Ronaldo make 26 shots na 29 shots and na on share go ewo knockout one Carlos and na ukuta number no ben no ano onya 3 shots no say on target o say off target o de penalty obo share no e ma na be 32nd shot ewo knockout so far or was through chain player bias and shot no eko yepa but na onya go see Ronaldo and so enya go and so ewo ho enti general say Portugal so akọ 4 games unbeaten ewo World Cup nim they only said the last time omunya bisa no e fall back 1966 omukọ 4 matches na omu elusu match tafe no omukọ semi finals but omu highest pa no say 2006 omukọ 5 and so omukọ semi finals so they say omu sa abo match no omu lusu no omu yi Spain free mu e che say omu equal the record omu ye no 2006 say omu 5 matches e wo FIFA World Cup na Portugal dey no omu tasty defeat 66 you said you time omu tasty defeat in 4 games and san omu surrender and 2006 so omo equal 5 and sana Germany for edo omo to omo level and so ewo and ko omo lusu semi-finals and sana Germany SS omo 3-1 Schweinsteiger bracer to aso mo edi third and ma Portugal ko finish 4th but the semi-final stage you know almost say lose ya France and Italy and so ewura mu of finals nti and also ye records and also ACC ye and so that game ni mu and also general ye there by say Ronaldo the oldest player was a go knockout phase the FIFA World Cup na player was a go when you need there Roger Milla ono na we 42 years e say FIFA World Cup go but there knockout no e Roger Milla 1990 knockout of bench kura be bontena 2 goals ni ade but that time no na 4 years later we be saba amawiase ehunu nti sabre no na onyini but na wo form sa e chen say oba biem but abrante friend say Ronaldo de ende or the 41 years e wo knockout ono so etimi anya goal eno so ewo na Goncalo Ramos goal no share no one of the latest goals appear ewo Portugal for enso omo World Cup ekoso unze 94 minutes plus 34 seconds na eko ena wodi nya sa latest goal na say late goal no enso etimi de ma country your friend say Portugal na the last time a player bi enso ekuta sa record no Sylvester Varela 94 plus 34 ena no so anya say Goncalo Ramos so the second player ono so edene de no enso awura mu saa eno so ewo nti niama bebre niama bebre
man so bodiem kakra bi na men komra na yento asoro fikala so aba na questions kakra ba minim say key incidents and no sisi kala na also
ya do say do ba bi ha ya na de ho ya so e general intimi kambi
because of the Frikalaba. Na questions and 2 key incidents see match no. Minim makam.
De wa ma de anka.
Makam bia e ha je kakra.
Ona say o pass market ma nya ntema obeto aso.
Wonim na say asen na.
Aba sab beberete. No. Sab beberete ti minim say o pass market.
Minim say no wada. Me frɛ no wani kuma no anu say na holiday ndi bia wo ma. Ndi bia wo sorry free nem na buy. And none of the business, no, I'm no one done. Oh, friend, I'm a dear now. We are friend, I'm catching us out. Ready to go. Color. Color of Kunifo. And rather a monitor as I go as a water chairman, global water chairman. On regard Osea 7 or see any yibu, the old bird ya now be. Yes, because or this will be a yam sumni pa na oshasia. Ni sorry ne din titu suffer riasia. Because the bien who abaka waiting there to know for. Go Bible no ni bibia o. And a sila what marias. Yeah, so also the 1 week or 1 month can Bible from
4 months.
4 months. Yeah. From Genesis to Revelation. Yeah. Okay, bibia. Use the Bible, they won't be a unim. That's how some here say. So for Ben with my 2 for quotation go to 2 for go. The Obaba can in a unim. Solo na ka you. But be also be a free right? That's a or obeying sumnia and all sacra or no the other or shasia and 10 seasons of Beshiasi or sacra no sacra to say Yanka say rapper. What's the name? Lord Kenya no almost yes almost sorry no bibia and some funny makes it name we nyam sumi sofo hwiase a wa hwe odebeko the wood be dey because we be your Bible
to yesu mai o hwiase wan sole
kala hwiase o da fom say
tema o ye menu apanyi din ekuta no so Lord Solomon uzo
okay
ana so di Solomon ofosu
wan kasa me kan chiro but me ka just me ka chiro
no but this not fair
tema so no be bre papa so
tema baba ka we dey fine papa be me share.
All right, let me go.
As I 2 goals no mo share in general and so will be bika. The only say since 1938, in the 1938 World Cup, there are more group stages. you started from knockout no prekope na West Germany Asia Switzerland no opening match no ball draw 1-1 nti ye ball replay ni mu no and omo share West Germany 4-2 AU omo frame since that time no enya de omo timi akọ eye World Cup stage omo timi advance from knockout to beam nti enra no after 38 no omo timi barely 72 years omo timi advance ama niam so etimi akoye ebro kra 70 38 48 50 68 78 88 98 2008 2018 2028 kra na 80 something years 88 years and omo timi Algeria for enso edi afime na Algerians no so ebre ara Africa ha yepe ene America krebi Cameroon Morocco Senegal na yetimi ase first knockout akoye nimbiem so this time omo try 2014 anye and at this time so almost had a war honum but Switzerland for so I no omo 3 matches ni nyina wo group no mu ene win so almost aba winning so the last 3 matches omo against African opposition and so omo tinye defeat obia omo she Togo 2006 2-0 and so Germany omo Cameroon 1-0 2022 World Cup and so eba so na nra so omo she Algeria so 2-0 and so ewo na say omo win omo matches na omo boy against Qatar omo ball draw we omo she Bosnia omo she Canada and omo say so the first time omo win 3 consecutive games after say omo draw 1-1 with Qatar no Switzerland for so enya consecutive wins no and so dey aba when na knockout no so no without a win the last 7 omo lusu nsia and aba ko omo draw so and so omo antimi amfa anko omanim enso nti we so ye abakosema etimi enso ebaye ba de aba ko no se Johan Mazambi eno a we assist na Abrante no 3 goals that our World Cup nim and we provide 2 assists na the woman say Abrante no so ekuta record bia since a FIFA World Cup sha ase no obia no a wosa an age no 20 and eba from a one involve 5 goals for World Cup da nti Abrante and din enso de Johan Mazambi he fell from 66 eba I say obi eswa na World Cup all contribute to 5 goals was miensa why assist me no any president and so sanso na ndo yesu go na o say no on the back second half na about 46 seconds and unya good na second half fastest goal na wo FIFA World Cup nim France 98 when a France ne Croatia shia ya Devil Suka ye ba ye na within 21 seconds na washe ansana Lilian Thuram ball no say pass here ni be 1.5 minutes kwana Thuram take an 1-1 ansana France semi-final stage of France 98 ansana France win match ni 2-1 since 98 at Devil Suka enya that fastest goal second half no I dare say BC ye hu bisa obi be sha atra 47 minutes 48 minutes and a go beba ba say 45 na yebo na second say ba ansa na 46 minutes obi di ball ato atene mu no Abrante a your friend said Dan Ndoye ono so recorder ono so ekuche Riyad Mahrez so ebobi so we are the second oldest player of Free Africa was started knockout game FIFA World Cup na Idris Agana guy 36 years and a year and an Adama Senegal versus Belgium and Abrante Riyad Mahrez so be the second oldest player was started a game e will knockout and so the one you know our body na yakabia outfoot player edie say ababe ye Ronaldo wiase nyina ba Africa had the player one nyina wabo World Cup no goalkeeper wiase nyina was awom Samuel Hadari Egyptian ono kuta sa record is Ronaldo de na ye obi a say oye outfoot player wanyini a wono so ebo when na Roger Miller eno ye knockout Roger Miller so 42 years a o she go and so Oleg Salenko share 5 goals to tia omo Russia so omo 6-1 over bench by 94 now onu be nya baako aba be record that nti the wanyini the wo she goals ni fastest goal ni the latest goal ni fewest goal nyina no de na ye keka bom e de ba enso we na ene so nyame adoma ansa ne Ghana de na ebe wuram kakra bi na ansa na no Australia ni Egypt enso e wo match na ade ba ko a ehunu se general minim de se hu mpanyin sam so te sei nso Australia for no knockout matches o ma boye 2 pe ba de o hye no otimi kwaje cup no 2006 Italy hye o mo 1-0 Italy na J cup no 2022 Argentina hye o mo 2-1 Argentina ekwaje cup no ndi minim se Egypt for be ya wawade o sense won be ko manima ma obi ayi na firi mu ansa so the third time Australia the soccer rules eso ko eye World Cup knockout phase and so but Egypt there this is their first time emum 1934 World Cup no omo hyase when no so enye group omo share knockout ase because when you started from round of 16 and Hungary and so share womo eyi womo free mu 4-2 e 1934 World Cup no ba say yako group ni ye bo group no ye si e free mu abade we ni bredi kan ya Egypt for and so e de omo bobre ewura ho but omo sia pen on say ohini nana mze owo Eastern region wono ochi ana o the message by ochi man
ochi hini chiame
yes the woman say omo sia twice 87 omo sia na president cup Japan na omo ko sia Korea omo ko sia no match no end goalless draw and a penalty shootout no and a Australia yi Egypt free mu to asoko finals ekoko sia South Korea
okay
enti ye na invitational tournament 87 your friend president cup Ghana ko yakubu bida
okay
na 2010 so Egypt so so omo 3-0 enti omo sia premier no Egypt ahye ba ko ye draw but penalties a o de ko finals no ekoye Australia for win
okay
and Australia for and so share but the woman say na no other Australia for share Ghana World Cup 2010 aye free Africa ye ball draw 1-1 and 2022 so omo she Tunisia 1-0 e World Cup so e bre to so nyensa omo face African opposition e the FIFA World Cup Egypt betimi aye anase say Egypt ne Asia for ne nkosia but Oceania New Zealand wo mu de Egypt ne na bo but unze say Australia for no ayi omo afrim aba be ka Asia for no omo enso ebo first ne de na nka de Oceania for no e be ka omo nti omo nya slot na omo be bo omo play off no wo Australia for no but Australia for na aba when na New Zealand for so ate omo nti eno enso ne de ewo ho ba Cape Verde ni Argentina de ne de general edine o hwe de ye de to nsani ani stars pa de a but ebiso asise
okay
oman Cameroon na onwura mu wo knockout da na okoye na otimi share Argentina ewo 1990 World Cup
okay
tie bia saa bre no ebeye bre be soso ana because every war ba no 7 occasions Argentina share African opposition bia wo be hyew with the exception of 1990
okay
Francois Oman Biik enya that second half goal no de boaye when an Argentina de players kukudam de face say bibi betimi asia e be firi o maso na o say ba nemum from nowhere na Cameroon for aba be stormy kromo Emmanuel Kondemu Biak mo Stefan Tatao captain that day Como park ni sunyina even red cars by you two but yet omoto aso efa sa points no e de ko mani nti sa yekoye chia ebia 1990 den Cape Verde betimi ayana but in Africa o first knockout the last time obi progress here ebia Ghana yeko 2010 2006 ye first hurdle say ye de ko no yekosia South African South American opposition ena omu yi film enema ntimi ankoye wo sa hwa Cape Verde so akwa kosia ebetimi akosai so edene pa de ma wo mo when Argentina wo mo form no me defending champions say obi a waje World Cup na waba na minobi say ebe yi na film Slovakia for ba World Cup in 2010 no mo so enya World Cup test ada eno mo be qualify by but mo so by na omuti anye no mfiri say the Ghana ne yenko World Cup by first edition yetimi call knockout stage no we so okoye no akwakosia former champion Ghana so sa in 2006 yes you could face a former champions ɛna Slovakia so the same thing ɔmo so kɔ face former champions na ɔmo firi mu nti we so akɔ face the former champions kwan bɛn no ɔmo bɛfa so a Cape Verde enso betimi a survive wɔ hɔ
when fonsia kakra na me na me homra sisi ai why na fi yɛntoa so kala ɛso bɛbam na amanfo nsɛm kakra ɔmpɛsɛ kala kyekye mu no ɔno so ayɛ ready ɛwɔ ha 11C adwuma wura nkasa ɛna the message we enso abrɛ happy holiday champion Joe. Ghana will shock Colombia with a win today. Match na yɛkyena Ghana ɔkyena match 1:30 I'm matching.
No, Ashanti is one can say now much. Ghana man phone Tiasia. Who said, I said, now much. And penny phone that Tiasia said now much here trouble. My am collected. Can say now much on him say, and 1 a.m. But on him said, China much and a bobo.
Ghanaians must appreciate the fact that the Black Stars have improved under Carlos Queiroz. We must all remain confident and pray for the Black Stars to give us a Republic Day bonus. Up front, we will need Fatau on the right, Brandon Asante Thomas on the left, and Semenyo on top. Behind them, we will need Pate, Irenchi, and Sibu. At the back, Senaya, Gideon, Jerome, Ajete, Zigi can man the post at this higher level. 1:30 a.m. Friday night, Saturday dawn. See you boy, Friday night, you know. 1:30 a.m. and then Friday night too. Saturday dawn. Okay, all right. See, you know. So you know, club, on you know. I know other tiafa so nim anajonia amachem say difference. Ajimawura ankasa. Masa, don't go there. Okay. Frank of Kwesibu Chrome should avail his mind to the fact that stars of yesteryears played with different dynamics. Apparently, I know Obusa say, you hear Messi, Ronaldo, any other players, goals are almost shana. You need to say Pele, Maradona, no, which mean the amount to win, because quite a win first of which goals, no. Sanko for a men win baby. Na in somebody Kafa Pele, and those players in those days, you know, you overhype. That's the word he used. You overhyped. It's Zinedine Zidane on ball boy, you know. Until to among boss is here, Messi near the no. Wow. Until honest not doing no. Then I like Mama Salia, who say Frank of Kwesibu Chrome should avail himself or should avail his mind to the fact that stars of yesteryears played with different dynamics.
Yeah.
The technology of today didn't aid players to score goals upon reviews. The fact that Mbappe and Messi, as well as others, are scoring goals never equate Zidane, Klinsmann, Baggio, and some others to non-World Cup entities. Okay, just Fontaine and Jed Muller set the records and they stood for decades. So to conclude that the players we are seeing in contemporary football at the World Cup are better will be a hasty one and not entirely true. Alhaj Mahama Salia Eswajinjodi Abba Afa Hono. Reverend Father Ofori. And anyway, and so Abre Sajo, we know from countless occasions that reserve goalkeepers give room to first goalkeepers when first goalkeepers bounce back from injuries. The first match against Panama showed that Lawrence Zigi was the preferred goalkeeper until his injury. If he is fit, why are we still debating on who should be the first goalkeeper? If Heart of Folk board and supporters are backing Benjamin Asare, that is fair enough. Are they doing that because they want to project Asare for market or they want what is best for the nation? Did Asare take it cool after his injury when Solomon Agbeshi took the post after his recovery in at the club side? Okay, Reverend Father Godfrey Ofori and also Najin Che Abrayano. Maminko Kwabene JKNUST. Joe, the Daily Graphic and Ghanaian Times issue of 10th June 2026 reported that government has secured the right to show the matches for free to Ghanaians. Please, it costs around $15 million to get the rights. All French-speaking countries are watching the matches on their local government TV stations. What's preventing Ghanaians to watch same? Sending supporters there and or making Ghanaians watch it here, which is better. Kobeneji, KNUST, anyway, and so Brian. All right. My young queen, my Patrick Papala, referee. So maybe referee Kala prefers you call him Apostle Kala. Good day, sir. Patrick Papala. Papala didn't know before.
On simi fie bi. Oba kroma on simi fie bi.
Oba kuma say oba.
Oba me on simi fie bi.
Simple. What man ya di we be mo pa.
Mo on simi fie bi.
I first say Papala how are you?
The oye bia minim bia so ahwe ya.
Ahwe ya dako.
Mama wanji for na chenenka.
Okay. Wow. No oye bia unim bia. Also ma wanji for na chenenka.
So to na oye sade no.
Simple. What is your best or your toughest match so far? Mine is Portugal versus Croatia. The match was super. I want to know if France have paraded 11 white-colored players before without any black. Thank you, National Sports Headquarters crew. You can switch off your television because Jordan Ayew is going to play full 90 minutes. And then Fisunyan Zongo and Apejawi and so Atum Abreye. Okay. We, as a Joe, we also need to understand that 6 European countries have already been eliminated from the round of 32. I'm sure we can't teach them, right? Germany, Netherlands, Austria, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Sweden. So if people are championing for a reduction in slots, it should also be applied to Europe and Asia as well. It should also apply to Europe and Asia as well. Dr. Moses Agawina, senior lecturer, the Montfort University, Leicester, UK, and so anyway, Abreye. Joe, my question to Kala is, why is it that players have the right to come and stop before kicking a penalty, but goalkeepers are restricted to remain on their goal line? Jamsco, and anyway, and so Abreye. All right. Later, remember, now I will share others, no. And so, Kalafa from Kakranzana, once I go back to
right. I do. I'm saying, do jump school. The Casano will be saying, goalkeepers are restricted. I'm saying, move. They can move on the line. Line now, it's sad down.
Was him Rebia, Mushama goalkeepers, Musham Bob.
And I may say, yes, on to be man and him. Name on the line, also the baby, but me.
Okay.
It's the same thing a player no or ball now face ball no on to me for the team a ball and you know about in any move no and you know goalkeeper is allowed to say the line at the goal post no obeti me an antenna to so a couple say player no of us about go jump baby back up na yaba and then phobia the hinanse original line so problem be any ho so Joe yam ko emra incident.
Please, Joe, tell him the likes of Pele, Maradona, and the likes weren't protected in the field of play by rules and VAR that protect players of this generation. Tell him to get a replay of Italian 90 World Cup and see how Cameroon dealt with Claudio Caniggia of Argentina. This generation of footballers were more protected, unlike the olden days. This generation of football are more protected, unlike the olden days. Aminu there, anyway, but we in Brazil will be watching the Ghana game on Friday, 10 p.m. Oh, okay. Aminu there or Brazil. Okay. Into ono ye besha no 1:30, ono besha no 10 p.m. Friday.
US also ye 9.
Okay.
US ye 9 Friday.
Okay. Intina and so I don't know. All right. Joe, you can't compare today's guys to Maradona's, Pele's, Zidane's, Ronaldinho's, etc. Okay. Maybe Messi and Ronaldo. Still typing, Lavin C. The new rules are protecting the new guys. Lavin C, that's how we
about goals with some Ukraine. On say, watch a walk up now. Say they now walk say how many years in Abia, Jed Muller, and then just one time will be the Messi bass or say goes with Drew. Sandro Cosis at the just one walk up match tournament, I say 11 goals. Even Ronaldo of all, I think was 11 goals. With how many World Cup editions? 6. Messi the 6 in Asha 19. Just one time at the just a year World Cup game in 1958, one edition, I say 13 goals. That record at now was 16 years and Sana Jed Muller a breaking. Jed Muller a breaking in 74 no. Now from 58 I did 16 years. General from Jed Muller, only say Obian for 10 goals in J World Cup go kinda.
Okay.
But Muller na de 10 J when na one a year ja pre go kin no in 1970 or the beje and was abe she become one or the bar a year 14 goals in 74 22 World Cups 1970 10 goals 74 4 goals and odinya 14 no sa 14 goals no da ho sa 32 years and sana Ronaldo de Lima a break his record dia 15. Look at how many editions Ronaldo koye oko 94 oko 98 oko 2002 oko 2006 4 World Cup editions obi the 2 share 14. Striker na ya say on na ya de wo ye generation e the 4 editions and they share 15 or the sign no meaning say ye can almost time no almost ye great to omo ankasa era so we just look at the numbers I feel you say Mbappe kwa na me fast the sharpest player we do that mark in 18 with 3 editions 2018 2022 na this particular edition Mbappe the Messi as a 19 body 6 World Cup edition when will be the one SR 13 goals. Okay. Obi the 1, SR 11 goals. Obi the 2, SR 14. It take 32 years. And then will be the 4 editions. A break is our record. And now Miroslav closer to the 8 years. As we be breaking Ronaldo again. On go only Ronaldo's about 2002 206 no 2 editions and that's Ronaldo de Lima Bobino. Now Miroslav closer so part of that generation almost about World Cup and Sana Messi so after 12 years a crana a year close a year in 2014 I feel no also 12 years Eddie breakis are recording Obia one idea Obia one generation. But share near defenders as that time no more now both players be Roberto Baggio omukra no mo antimi amma FIFA a year Ballon d'Or no so ba wuti omudia na hu say indeed that time no omo so ne omo de ene ya be defender be pa na wa pick up for the past 20 years only a year Cannavaro pen way defender be kura where best ye man be hu say oba ba gibi after 206 World Cup na Italy for year ba o de ko mo tan na hwe those days omo ho ene omo ayeti omo din a na omo masses anim nti generation we no Ronaldo Messi up at their pekiko no doubt Messi one of the most decorated players 46 titles nye easy ejije wa jibi bia was as we including Copa America na eludu omo wa beji 2 Ronaldo so buy Portugal national team ni nyina anje Euro suda in 2016 do omaje 2 Nations League so no so the third competition in fan say we World Cup yi omo Euros na me fan say national level na da so etoso mienza I wo mo so watimi age say bia anka bia ye de wafu bi ba na bia Ghana age nti we mu so ya de omo de ko Mbappe so di akire ba kama pa but eya na ya respect it. Those days for no. Sure. Brutal.
There's been more than 200 goals scored in the tournament so far, but no player of the FIFA Club World Cup champions have scored a goal. Isn't this surprising? Please ask BYT if it has ever happened before.
You know, say read the say.
No, Uguano. So just say World Cup because they say more than 200 goals. There's more than 200 goals scored in the tournament so far. Yeah. Okay, now Chelsea player behind Zigi. That was okay. FIFA Club World Cup champions player behind Zigi. That was okay. Yes. Say dinner that so Brukum Okra. You babeji. Brukum Chelsea. Brukum Chelsea. No. You talk about Akasa. Mo dia mo mpa mo.
Copyright.
Yes. Here na mfaso mo kwame na mfaso am mo team na to Brukum Chelsea.
We say bobo badge.
Team no o treat you omo. Also afa their two teams so. Now we team manager. Also we team manager when you say Brukum Chelsea. Also on Chelsea club.
It is a Chelsea should go to be the sabo badge or say yes. Afrani. No, say you well, yes, I pay.
Maybe report to Mokra, okay. The old type on why baby read you what you are. All right. Rex company and a zinga the way and so please announce to the world the potency of my chicken. It could be compared to a turkey. If you don't do that, I'll charge you 500 Ghana. Say the zinga the way. Wow. And okay. Na kukubia omonya omo. I don't know if you can only the banyan coconut. One young cocoa omonya or 20 gra.
Say operation any day.
Who say?
On pay your babo kabi.
No, I'm always also airport if I
go to
on top more than 2. And so other sir. Ubusa was your son. Christmas zinga. All right. And then go on the bad room. Very, very nice. All right. Kala.
Ajo.
Mami chiwe.
Menra.
Ya ba ko hodjuma na min ko fa yi kakra ba na.
Okay, enko Cristiano Ronaldo disallowed goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, yanko.
Disallowed goal. I'm say there be a cut offside asema say at the time of the kick where was the player? And now where is the player? Where was the player? And ya kase ball tournament you know FIFA ko fa mra bebrebe bae. Ko fa mra bebrebe bae. It say o hwe omone Croatia na boy na Croatia say late goal no. Now I said you say semi-automated offside omode here na go draw line na player na kiti be try no yo Joe Cristiano Ronaldo there no. Just the shoulder.
Yeah.
The shoulder kiti.
Painful pa.
The shoulder kiti.
You feel like pa. Wow.
The shoulder no. The shoulder kiti. By now one was almost omodi be here for Croatia for
yeah.
Also the player and then kiti say happen this papa ya sure on see there.
You remember so. Okay, Croatia second goal na.
But the
second goal. I sign tree
David. Man abone Ecuador we border Portugal ne
Colombia.
Last minute be. We baby an 90 na. We baby an 90 na. The 90 trying kitty. I'm trying to boot now. Yeah. And I already answered.
And black no.
It's been and I could for now Portugal for Nankasa. And Ronaldo's call also the same incident I got to know.
Yeah.
Maybe Biano and Ronaldo are going to go kama. So these are the things. Nigga say so my casa mode chip be a ball. And ya na ya bana obi kase ya indicate can't treat him no. Ya so Joe no can kind in na mobile who say FIFA president say o kan nyina e ma control for meetings and control for am o catch room say net here. Now tournament beyond any rules. Tournament beyond in the rules, there are certain things that about the government that this particular tournament we are the main rules room. So they make sure. So these are the things I say yes. So Joe move on and call the second one now. Incident on the take
okay.
This
is a far commercials.
Well,
I mean, called Desmond and Goma Soda the by here. Say, I got a chance to watch old World Cup matches, okay, since 1930. One thing is for sure, the level of play, pre 2000 can be compared to the level of post 2000. So I somehow agree with a guy who said they are overrated. Because I said same thing watching those matches. I was like, this can't be the players with those high. Them being great at their time doesn't necessarily mean they are better or somehow equal to today's play. Just like the black and white TV being great back then, but can be compared to LED TVs of today. I've been waiting, or I've been wanting to say this for a very long time. Finally, someone has brought it up. This one, I'm going to say, the way and in those days, TV near the ane or say, quality, a bit much play ni pa. You see,
But
it's not for TV in seven.
Those are Kuku does.
Yeah.
Also, the Biakasa war, the Casa Select, all-time defender open.
Maybe penal, yeah. Yeah.
And now a Casa Select, all-time defender when you be a companion.
This is a nominee. Me on any all time.
And because when you be a companion.
Okay.
Eh, Sapa generation do you know? What the shop ball and not more bona. Sapa penalty.
Yeah.
It's a bit like I said that time, no. We had John Banama, Kotoko 1982-83. Ebi hobby.
Ukofanwe.
Ebi hobby. Even currently at 2000 year, you know, let Jones have to go if you want far so folks go and bo blaster. And you bet you in the Biogana. Let us be fair to ourselves. Yeah, the man try as he will.
Abel Farmer, Mohammed Pulu, Boano,
Ibrahim
Sunday, Abdurazak, Opokun Tinumbo, and Obon, Ofumbo, and
but we were Casse, or Manco Waka, we mark into you. Every day, the bombs was the J Caps. Really, what you 3 World Cups, one of it may be.
And I joined the black crown, let Joe Samoku crown. Everyone. Shamomi and Choir Bobola. She had Nipa at the Coast Stadium. And they will be on that stadium.
Dabi.
Yasakoto Kone has or has a mamma for former Drubantima. The Mene has near Jetnisa. You will answer Drubantima, no be a good baby. Now, what they be way. I do. Papa, your Kaira, say Germany, you defend the beer, friend of Beckenboa Biosa.
They don't perform from
now, what's the job of Obisha, Kitty Grass, my friend Beckenboa. Joe and Ra, disallowed go be bow. Let's go be a Ecuador,
Croatia,
and Portugal.
I'm a boy.
We
are the tree net,
Portugal, Croatia.
And only I didn't send baby, Ababi, but I'm say, any car cassette, a normal munu, and the walk, this incident in outside, you know, your deliberate play. And deliberate play and save. So save ni play no. And I'm saying the ina mouse I would be to slenka and run ya kai.
Okay.
Nanko for atia say the city. So in FIFA law 11.
You're just free.
On my audio camera.
Ahifa.
So now in FIFA law 11 offside the key difference is how it is.
Okay. So now back I want
to kind so now.
Also one year sir.
Baby men can.
Maybe as well cuz one year. Mon famra from kakra na enjoy. Okay. In FIFA law 11 offside, the key difference is how it resets offside for an attacker. If a defender deliberately plays the ball, an attacker who was offside is now considered onside. If it's only a deliberate save or a deflection, the attacker stays offside.
That is true. You know, and she was and radiant. But they no know. But I'm saying we're breaking it down. They become moment. And she say player no dinner. No kuta ball. Nasa onwa kasa ye na adwene say me pass ball na come me goalkeeper. So me catch a page on person videos ni bi. Ono nya ne ball. No onwa kuta ball say. No a pass e dey come the goalkeeper. Now they come and goalkeeper defender no attacker no jira outside position no. Okoko fako bosha ball no ye beji go. Although jira offside position. But player no kuta ball.
Because no attacker no offside.
That's it.
But because a free opposing team defender.
That's it. And no so only pressure. Ono ankasa na jira ono abo ball say be come me player. E do for ball no bosha. Because they don't look at the distance. Or home kwan say ball no bet me about to throw. Or home kwan say bet me any bibia on one that is say me back come me goalkeeper. And an offside player no. Akwa for ball no. It's when a friend deliberate play.
Okay.
Deliberate play. To nya ball konkwan no jina offside position or home kwan say okofa e beka say go.
Okay.
All them me say no. But no ade any save no. And all kase so beside the save that ba betus na yakaya and all kase this time around no say deliberate save no say defender no any control on the ball no so na ball ni deflect on honam na kokoto wu player na ujira offside position on ma still we offside because ono there only bibia oba react to the point oba react to the ball because ball na player na ball the ball no only bibia obeye obo hwiri control no akoto the ball na bebo na chi and that will player ujira offside position at the time ujira offside position still we offside because although if we defender on the bar and abato attacker anymore there but all there on there no a safe deliberate because that are reactive to the ball ojina be na ball na bono a deflect you no busa ho say or control of the ball say the back no control
okay
back we hwe on your control our asset the distance everything but where the only be abahwa control no akoto na ball na bebo na chi and abato when you to no the and fans deflected from the body and abato when
deliberate play
deliberate play name be safe
wow
and it's your basa
Mommy Asare ball ni bi wa Mommy Asare bi Croatia equalizer na about 9 minutes na referee na anye no the whole world obi ase yesisi Croatia for momfa angles ni na amre this is it and you know eba no e be tree defender no apampam enti imran se enye deliberate only control bia only access obetimi agye no ho se me passport say first one here hwe na ono de onya ya san hwe bio moma no mra bio ya hu se kan na pampam ho no moma no mra bio na me kanansa okay
it's we no on the no react to the situation.
Wow.
And it's reacted to the situation. Or reacted to the situation. Okay. And you find yourself deflected from the body. And then runners and gave breakdown and say, Kaining in Ama, Obia bones in the city. Cabos were church, pepe. Amobia who say, yes, I say. So this is a moment here, a ma, va a friend, no, a man who said no. This is not deliberate play, but a deliberate save. You know, you can say a offside because a deflected from the body of a defender. No, although only the teammates there, but Obiaba say na and on them free no the buy, but no, I'm running chesa.
Benim so much my referee no, the explanation. No.
Yeah.
Look how much they could join him. Oh, now all trade over can do be other senior guys. No. We know. Office almost me do. Omani na referee. You are Ronaldo nanka say do no akọ. No. Mani na. And look how much you go join referee any but afa. Munyi ho me yenhwe. Na yentie referee no do kan chichirimo on the man sa ball no one offside.
That's it.
Okay, kala omo we hear mamunza ways no wo catch it any
microchip.
Yes. Say no wo ho dey dey na no cover. It's a chip no bit my catch or say sensor no whatever. Bit my catch or say offside. I don't cover how copy.
A reflector ball my a cover so be o. Value for so be o.
Okay.
Almost so be. It is a who went me and say because of noises near there no. And into na ma almost so.
The referee no can after so coffee in the
to see if Vega touches the ball intentionally. Here's the announcement.
Croatia player number 20 touched the ball and headed to the goal scorer. Final decision, offside.
The referee's letting. Here's the announcement.
Croatia player number 20 touched the ball and headed to the goal scorer. Final decision, offside.
Okay.
Media member who's a Croatia player. But ABA, meaning say VAR room no, or movie bisa. But media dem who ye no, and Emma maker because me sure so because a ball way ABA or Musa Ankano. ABA Musa.
Yeah, also a Croatian player number 20 no. On the heady ball. No. Okay. Oman fan is a 13
way so crowd here.
Yes.
But yeah, Tiana the media and no mean media judge. But Abia, who is a born cano.
Also, the whole fast would be offside. Croatian
the
player
last
20
player
no mu nyina mo hwe number 20 on the head ball no man
but we mu die no
mo fan say we okay nice
that is how it is but although say the ball we cry na and still na it stands as offside
okay all right ntina eno so no no ntitirimu e wo ho no all right kala yanko Portugal penalty no then Ronaldo share no one share no
the bende na mo nyine hwe
okay nti mu wa no a mo me hwe so otwe no to ho ba no to ho am for say there be pandit ni bebre say monitor wo I'm saying a penalty. It is what penalty man.
Yeah, you might have
ready. I'm
yes. You have was so Jesse mu French.
Intention yes.
Was so ni mu. I don't mind just slow money na. No, and I'm bright man in
there be me cry.
What they say when they are glaring cry.
Yeah, and all kotu nyina.
On say loud as you put that. Oh no. And the people
idiot.
There's no way so because about where the foul on any other day without VAR a foul. Without VAR a foul on any other day without VAR a foul. Me who say referees forum bia ka say over complain is about in your foul
and or start when a player born here kicking or start cross so who say all my name
attack can struggle so but she still Joe and me tell say some because the ball with there oh
okay all right into the more referee kala and so the no generally all the reasons some of us believe the era of Peles, Eusebius, Di Stefanos, Puskas, Romarios, Dungas, and the rest can be compared to today. For the game has become so scientific, and yet, if these guys are performing that well, it means they are top notch and are better ballers than then. Again, please tell Rafikala that ignorance of the law isn't an excuse, so it wasn't deliberate. It's not the fault of the attacker.
Joe, the key points.
Okay.
It is a page I read here. Young explanation, key points.
Okay.
But Joe, all
right. Deliberate save. This does not reset offside. What it is, a player stops or attempts to stop a ball which is going into or very close to the goal. It's a reaction to prevent a goal. Key points. It's instinctive or reactive, not a controlled play. Think reflex block, diving, stop, or stretching to keep it out. Very close to the goal is the key. Outside the box is usually not a save. Okay.
So
offside effect. If an attacker in an offside position gets the ball after a deliberate save, they are still considered to have gained an advantage. Offside offense.
That is
okay.
Okay.
Akwasi friend there also Akwasi Rasta.
Then Akwasi una eminu am ti we dey una make a choice dey
pa manager in Ghana why Rasta.
Akwasi una go fa ba we dey una ti dey kai. We am for the abroad no wa kai. Me for the abroad no wa kai.
Nti kan simple kra. Ade wo dey buy ni na ade simple English na answer one. All right. Your best my bedroom na yepeja yemu. Our questions no one here na blaster questions we by you.
Colombia for no ye no mo da.
Okay.
But na ye Olympic team. But that time no na blaster players na na e ko future ntie ko Munich Olympic Stadium 72. And ye no mo ko sia ye. O mo share 3-1. Ibrahim Sandi na te Ghana go no man. But the woman say Ghana ye sia South American oppositions na ya na ede pa unim say Ghana nse ye ne Argentina border omo sheye ye ne Brazil ehia num intimi sheye ba kokora ye ne Uruguay abo 2 World Cups intimi sheye ye ne Chile 1-1 with USB there Richard Mpombe she go no the only time ye nya nkunim say ye ne Chile ebo Kirin tournament ye bo goalless draw goalkeeper Manaf save penalties ayeje ye di third one sada no wakasu Mubarak ne Ali Disedu enya red card efrim but a ban say open play regulation time and say extra time maybe ye bona obi anya winner there Ghana e den pass ye benya bi over ye South American opposition insida but enkwada mu de on under 2017 de ye ta ha o madwene pa but as to say ye ba be face wo this time around say senior level there enya dia Black Stars enya win da enso nti omuso timi Africans pa Colombians no obaka 2014 World Cup omo share Ivory Coast 2-1 2018 so omo share Senegal 1-0 ena nanu ada omo share DR Congo enso Colombia against South Africans no omo ya de pa the only time they say Cameroon for in 1990 extra time 2 goals from a substitute Roger Miller every bench be 2 goals Emma extra time omo win 2-1 ewo 1990 World Cup round of 16 enti the knockout no Cameroon for you omo free 1990 but if you oba no the last 3 no omo so share na Africa for no nyina saranda na bibia ekoso and World Cup Ghana so yen share South American opposition biada Brazil share 3-0 or knockout Uruguay the penalties ye or knockout ewo quarter final stage 2010 and ye koshi omo group stage kura wakata omo sa share 2-0 and so on nti Ghana ni advantage when I share womo but the woman say referee na wo di no efri omanya your friend is say France Clement Tepin the ten say 16 matches are di when Colombia for airball match World Cup mu no 16 matches are European referee BD Colombia for World Cup match back open on man shego omuta eshego super nti Yugoslavia pe any deny the chances of Colombia say omoto atana when Italian referee on center stage and Ghana so yawene mienu when European referee di World Cup yalusu mu miensanso ewo ba Colombians no awene 9 wom ewo mo so matches in edunsia European opposition and our referee ababa be di ewo o malusu bi de but omo wins no ewo esuru ye pa in 16 outings so this will be the 17th timer ebia no so ba be see Clement Pen baba be di matcha and also a bredi kaya Ghana yene Colombia enso face ye ho enti general den pa de man Ghana say eniema betimi akoye di amaye yemchia match bia international 4th July da so gamer first of its kind ye this ada no ebebo ye bo say da ho match no ebia eniema betimi akoye in 2007 when ana ye she Peru Sadiq Adams mo those days in Ramford or Simon, under 17. No, says I am in no so you're born late pa, but a near Matimiko year the mighty. Ye has had no so their face or Modia, Abia near Mabitimako, but Colombians, no, you know me a strong pa in terms of a year walk up now, year bono, and a born no money Portugal for boy, a trophy or group, no, and more me stronger than yang I did, and so a dear, but in honor, Mihuni said. And I am on pie. Okay. And I am on pie. Teacher.
I'm on pie. I'm on teacher. Colombia. All right. I'm for I prefer Colombia to Portugal. Okay. When Colombia, dear.
Kalasi Ebesho.
Okay.
Do I move him, Papa?
Ovim no, I don't know. So Abuabwanda.
Colombia has a World Cup no mun nya say ya. So almost quarter final back 2014. You cry baby jaw. About almost mu jai. By 2010 quarter final. And some almost over 2014 quarter final. But a ban say all qualify on account 1990 kura no wuram bida. But share you no mu nyina ye nyina ya go group ba. You do stage obia do quarter na na de ba eti said e ka na bobia ne bobisia tie no mbe bode but me hu omo bo no say e hu pa
All right. Currently, not just a referee, no, Nibibia or Zigi, a month for, but dear, yes, I found pandits, they don't move your honor. Say a daylight robbery. This is your moon, simple baby. I don't want to have much again. I said, Joe, you know, right?
Joe, yeah, because Joe, we said that technical manner, on Kai, and you see, I won't want to see. Because a see, me say, bad is over from the meeting of my judgment. A see, I mean, I would tell my cocker for alone. Honestly, they be on tip or pandit or John, a buy and now, or can it as it is. But Senka, or you'll be our technical manner, or when your time, no, really lost, no. Even a mom really lost no scrano. We're old referees now. Interpretations how because okay the right church was FIFA at the two omanim ansana almost started tournament now or tro money omo bebrebe amunye and it is out to others on tiasia we dey na e bi na ye ken say Cristiano Ronaldo dey say ono e bi am ko to na go be ka say yesisi also mo kaya so much is you but the same thing about to Cristiano Ronaldo and I don't say the same thing they did no. So these are the things that are cost you know the best is all put here about na men fan ka say na wasisi no na de be train na in kind running jiro otroba you be na time na akire mu say the esitie anya say all the time ka say na mempene o say sa tackling from behind the see calling about out abekire ni mienu mu say after the mount they are serious endanger the safety of the player watch them say monhwe they see Messi there no na monhwe they see sa US ne there no na monhwe difference na mon say the city here because any tackling from behind the bia na judge say endanger the safety of the player. They say tackling from behind that endanger the safety of the player no must use force, brutality.
Okay.
Now the sensitive player no kotia no answer because when Cristiano Messi there no even grand right no ebony na go come kakra answer na left na eko and it ever find say a reckless tackling no man yellow card but where the end there she said they will see ekotia no a man nine twisted you know not just say he's endangering the safety of the player. That is why I know the man record no Colina, the head of referees department or FIFA no he has come out and he has explained it's this is how a way a serious foul play now we should ever find say a reckless challenge. So these are the things the best man for no man says yeah we are abagana
all right
we are
Tienya me catch on our catch I don't know how many human touches the faces say me can obi ku twa bet nti obi abe ka trem say ma me nkan say me sa na wa ma me dodo
Matido
nde wa dodo tu wa
kana say mlantie no nyemo wo ye no so
na mo nem mo ya no e fa ho be
when we escape this group stage you see the rest doing one that will go and be meeting my god our border boy teams in one round of 32 I said we are working. Yes. So once we break it and we escape that group channel, we'll escape with full chest.
Now someone can say akesifo afreno. Before game na a boy na oka say ye be na akesifo freno. And akesifo catch and say Ghana get pepa fufu. So that scoreline amoye hu ejuma. Akesifo asan freno on this match. Na na sofofo na ono me adwuma na sofofo mpinimfo a omo Ghana ha no atu no for say sa correct score line na ode ba na amanfo atwa kodi bet no enye ntono de okasa manon kan score line asem manon ka say 1-0 manon ka say 2-0 manon ka say 3-0 but o say Ghana be sere nwumre o say Ghana e be sere nwumre Ghana besre ahomati ade ewuram yes but onko ka say 2-0 onko ka say 1-0 na man for the akwakutwa bet oyinipa oyiname nipa no someone ifi na so eba
na we asemas nyame se kan semas obi baba go nyango bon say my prediction say we come we go twa obi go twa no e
wa no o my prediction e be ma na man no so de eguso ana no say
no me guso no e
ka for ka che ne say e no so nya de a eboa
nyame ne ka che na so fu mbanyimfo
etino on ka se ga na be
nyame ne ka che na so fu mbanyimfo
from his own words say
na be de
adwuma na wo ye no mpedimfo
baba asafo ka metie na tie na me am not convinced
okay
me de bi awo de ba me fro say edie na nyame de asem be si obi so onga nyankopon say ka se Ghana be se wan na mrem na nse na monyam that's what, I think that's what prophet
is Ghana be de chese Ghana be
da asem
Ghana so be da ya bo ma che yina ye da Ghana
na se no ka se be da ngwara na ko mba so twa
nje de okutwa won kan
na me just say on be so be in itself is a prediction
and go on sit nka
oh dem can't say prophecy nkom shene ade nyina no or say there's a popular quotation we are saying say he reveals to redeem ti nyankopon de asem suma wo se ase kan o tse o kwan afa so kan ba je wa say
yeah
and this wo be ka tire say ni nyame ne kan na asofu mpanyimfo se ya ana nyame fa asofu mpanyimfo no so na ma na be ka tire no ti nyame ka tire na wo ka tire na wo man human touches ni faces say me kan obi kutwa bet nti obi abe ka tire me say ma me nkan say me sa na wa ma me dodo nde wa dodo tu wa
kana ese mrantie no nyemo wo ye no so
na mo nem mo ya eno no e fa ho ben e fa ho ben a eno no nti
na mo me so mo ntwa
and one can do ma je twa na
so no kwali di nkomo kra se o
ma se ko mo so dey survive no ammo mo survive
boss me mo
e obi so survivor ono so no so obi so dey anyway
boss ma
tie so Ghana besere
boss ma tie esofo peni bi pa ono so ka se enkom se nyame timi yi chew ma wa onko ka asem no o ka ko hye nkom no you should know how to say it
yes I know odi nipa tu abam
da bi o se
nyame tro se de ka no
na o se
nko bon fa half message nsuma o
se asem no
tie odi nipa subemu a na nye prophecy me dem gidi se nyame so de asem suma se koka o tro se de obeka no enya wo di asem wie na odi nipa odi wo wadwene be kire se ka no oso ko ka tro sa ko da ho be wo yare be udu asem ka di we ntu de wo no se o de ya ko hospital no waduro na no o se sa
boss e be den say nyame boss misro se si asem o ye sofo kese ba na nyame ya show say let's asem kana make on ebia president yo obi a o togo bi asem kana make ya obi now the president what you say
da do ebu say nyame say men kan say
boss na nyanko asemi de
mebu say na say asema o de dream asema o de ama me say men kan na odin menya ne den men free ho na me ma me nyonko nipa ho na me mebu say na say asema nyame say men kan say
abo say
we say what say anyway yenko I think it's more of religion and those things. Me dem be say nyankopon o de asem ja wo tro se do be no.
Of course.
And the ama say asem ama when you convince about Ghana.
O say e be sere into a catch say e be win. There's no problem about that.
No other specific.
But me feel say nyankopon na say catch say e be sere a. I like that. But the o be ka so me ka say mo be sere minimum na mo me ka wo ko 20. Ndi mo besere
boss
ebi anyame na aka kire so onka ne so nti ya ti ase
boss mi so ti ni pa
de hia ya sere no o mi ami wo listen to
him na oka no obi timi kotwa correct score 1-0 nene correct score no adi sika bibre
za no ha no
na wonka ni para san frɛ ono a say oh papa me da ase pa o prediction ma win bet o so tisa eya na ehye no because ono no nyame som no bet nko
so no kotwa
also obi kura kotwa bet sending his scam no return his scam and say you can correct that money.
Okay.
Yes.
Martina, me tell you ka bi enu am 1,000. And obi ka bi enu am me say
obi o stake
ba dru ba bi ana asade.
Obi o stake ebo for the one sorry obi.
Say no onim.
Ba we bi onim waka
onim. Ati say onim.
Okay.
On say sa betting. And onim say until recently even Muslims no more near my baby about scar credit to bank.
No credit. Pa.
See me baby come interest in it. See them say or my soft
Islamic bank or Musivu without any interest.
And this Islamic banks at the end by now say Sikano Fabian to Sonesan. I'm going forward certain beliefs about that. So on the channel. Say Obi maybe the say. So cast a 1-0. Now so Obi once many back was a 1-0 kucha.
Yeah.
Nani ba ko kucha no de nyasika.
No aside
me hu boni awaye.
No see them penny for no. I want no more adwuma so for no more Ghana and be free no.
Chayo omo ya. Okay. So Spain and Portugal na be share. World Cup nkomo na na gusu die na 3-0. And then no Spain share Austria. Also Dibo Austria di pa. And no the fourth. But Spain for an intensity.
I think the problem with Professor they say Okojina 2-2. You see, you need to identify team and enable no strength.
I don't think I can't wait to see Portugal and Spain. I can't wait to see them.
Because Portugal, no, they be almost going to say, Spain, even though Spain, yeah, almost Portugal free say almost what the Spain would be. You see the point? And I was there, they're not also lucky, no. They're not also lucky, no. And they say, Austria, now I'm going to Kutabo.
Yeah.
But Portugal,
I'm but Spain, Medford, Nefo. Medford, Nefo.
No, I enjoy him too much.
How many Portugal, very controlled. Pedri, no, I have money.
Someone.
Pedri,
man and not over exaggeration.
But I would say almost 30 and but Austria one day number 3.
Aye.
Yes, when you be an
Kurama.
Baby, no. Ojano tank akra. I can't refuse no survive. Anyway, Portugal Spain will be a nice match.
Yeah.
A bad say England and Mexico no. And be carpenters work kakra. Then what the effect but almost benya of their own contest.
Yeah.
Brazil no one was Brazil one. Brazil Norway that would be difficult for Brazil. I think. It won't be. Anya day my brother.
Brazil team we no nye team hu za o.
But Norway for no defense no.
Omo wadie bi. Norway for no wadie bi. So you and kakra mo ombo bi pa o.
Anyway. Okay. So Luka Modric say we deserve much more.
Of course, that's true.
Some things didn't go away. If the situation had been reversed, VR would have never have intervened. What I say? I say car VR no anyway. VR ya said go for the count some more.
But no decision in VR no intervening and was perfect. The Cristiano Ronaldo goal was correct. 2 goals are for sure. If anything, Croatia for sure was offside. Then the penalty spot on. What's the penalty? The man referee ko aje kese na say. Se player no one PD Portuguese player na anka o head ball. I say be she na ko be say we dey on timi nchire.
But dey ba ko so be clear say Portugal for no ba for. Omo ma ko e be no magina nine ho.
The idea of the be chire no.
What say
yeah,
1-0 boy yeah ko ni paintem heady
1 out of ni punish 2 goals on o share
akwa bam do be show oba no be show no crack can dey about
ya say no can dey support team why
mbacho when we are me no ya adwen ho enfifiri ho so say Bruno Fernandes onye na adwenso bobo na
otherwise there
ana coach you
then no ye na unti obobo no Tama, he was the reason why Portugal suffered all day.
Amba.
Oh.
I
said there. I some go tell.
Fernandes who say I say two masters we have to say.
I say or captain. Or captain of Manchester United.
I say one watch the baby emo born in fa. No
one captain of Manchester United.
But when you captain of Portugal, Obi agidi o match touch o. E di ba o free hold ya twen.
Okay. Na Ronaldo boy ever Diogo Jota way.
Yes.
I know we are team who ne why here bi akọ. Me ka Ronaldo a wo bodi ogojo tedin se na on na motivation.
Say omo kai.
Another day.
Afi na
mo ota kan o kan azam kwa.
Say ye na akwa wanko.
Za
debu wanko bi. Wanko ye ni bi.
Ba say wanko.
Onko akwa ni.
Achi onko akwa ni. Debi ka to no wanka ni ya no ye.
I don't know wanko.
Achi onko akwa ni.
I don't wanko.
I think na we engage somewhere.
O see.
O engage.
O see okwa spotlight no. Ebe ko ni so. Asin ye no opese a man for more.
As in the own.
Until money they go do 10.
That's true. Ona sa small.
And there's one go here bi.
Kana ro wo. Photograph.
We dey here for we are.
Say for about ko comment you.
Oh, the India Grand pass man.
Obi a 7 years.
Mo teammate we ask me kwa. Spotlight do ba me.
Ba ko yo later.
We nya penalty ago so mo ba ma no. Anyway, so Rafinha will miss Brazil's round of 16 game versus Norway, but he could be ready for quarterfinals if they qualify.
Okay.
England so taking precautions. So mo say almost so my coach no. Coach in training ni see. I'm so did the can rise go 2.
Say.
And na so ni number 2. So ni bi.
Number 2.
Nanka or the Morgan Rogers mo ba be se ho na the obi abese 8 ho. Amango fon so we catch the wenti. Yeah, number 8 any dan so no odi ne go 2. And they say
on also chim say he fears say we could do Mexico Cromon Temoa on me hand team no. They will disturb the team hotel. Aside that on be spy on also training
na make spy
and on see disturbance no make weather. The weather in Mexico is not day. Nti obe delay entering into Mexico.
Match has all gone to Mexico. Yes, Sunday. It was a Sunday as a Monday.
At least you
England with him. July 5th, 2026.
English.
July 5th, they say Sunday.
July 5th, Sunday, Mexico, England, 6 p.m.
Okay, good game.
So, Rafinha will miss, okay, and I want England jogging club. So, they say as oh yeah akunya Germany ejuma na because awe jai nuggets man jai
on sign Germany team na open
I know the celebrity team
boss Germany need player bia obia
I know the celebrity
boss yeah say it is England with we say see what say ko pa bi one was enkefa
na Germany team na
boss Germany is here we dey manem why Germany is here players from call World Cup yammo player bia na so call World Cup Julian Nagels
and the end they cancer
omo ni bi obia omo squad omo one odom ko eno and me mo ne de bia kata kan football ba for ka me mo na Germany
omo mo say Germany no bomb players for the
oh boss na small kind me say master can say when they can't call it there boss omo dey Hansi Flick o onim say boss enyo onu go no dey know boss enyo onu come up from 3 coaches because of tournament and omo ko we muntimi deliver
extreme safety consent say enu waka no John Terry destroys Enzo Fernandez agent. I've stayed quiet, but enough is enough. It's an absolute disgrace for an agent to be running his mouth while his player is under a long-term deal with us. Say Mourinho, I got to be no.
Boss, professional club, remember the statement about the statement. I'm say, I'm on a boss statement, no. Statement they say. Madrid any Enzo Fernandez in
Baba do come him say Madrid piano. Oh, na say now is the Madrid metro say.
Say
na be some say.
They've not gone for him.
Na be some say. Yes. We have gone for him. Ade no say. Omo tete. Obi player. Ena mo de mo ye Madrid ntino saa na mo ye ya Mbappe mo ye ne se ya na mo de koje no
Mbappe do kokosiri
mo start bi e wo William Saliba o say pe na tiam ze look
mo tiam Madrid
mo kuma be the player o try I no go ko bi pass ye be fie na Ghana ebo ana ye ne amanfo be din komo ye be say hu say the Ghana for esi ehwe no say adaji wo mkra ka solo mo ma yedi nkomo business answer na yemu say omo say masa we nya na level
on level say
hey now no what tactical dispositions
na that blaster na ko jizo mo blaster no why na obetima
ko some tactical disposition o kire kwan ya Ghana be fa so a na ye betima stop England so o kire kwan Ghana be fa so stop
Ghana mo tribako
and na wasa so
the favorite municipal tribako
hey me ma ko jiwa we jai man ko
ama
ba the manager cap
this is black
na ma de some cap jenya de
it's a black
ko fu be black
na ma mi ko metu de ajika ma
ko fu be black comment me anyi
e dey go pass o kase nti dey go so technical dey go so hu ya
so do
and you say dey be wo ko e ni bi o
baby no mfa man
o ba to akwe
onya
results na ma say
anagwe is an results my ya wutu min kase
odo jambo me you dey see so
o tafu apa ke bo wa bo tu and e be say any Colombia mo ne say
okay
ba coach the defensive way ne dey anodi
kan ko for ne say bia e fa chelo akra defensive way na anodi
na we unimbo so the body
no na mebo mabo ba ko da
match be
young apostles ni vision
unya ya nchewo
dabi drube sansa ye start game no ye boya ko do be na omo say yes team na hyehyɛ ntino enya dia defensive game no dia say no na betima abo ama yetimi akoya nim
100.7
because 85 minutes now we did 2-0 now we jag game is say I want to power o manage game no o power o manage game na yima
what the mo respect no
game no there e dey Ghana there ho no mo
okay coach afọ akwa be di nkomo ye be di nkomo about Black Stars and Colombia no and the journey say na no na ayikan chairman Emmanuel Ampia
okay
and me busan say honest na pia and o say afọ ya na asa agro we ne so ba ko ka so obobo pa o ka so obobo la sinu apia nya better than him
and you look
yeah na Ampia and can make us say
o say me afọ kwa me no house kakra
na Ampia o dey ma one on one
no kind o say no cre board here no na kola no honest na
David Kimfesa
okay
Kimfesa dey come Malaysia kra
no ka na call Malaysia no
na dey call
na so tu o mukasa kakra no
David ya ho
Arabic no ya Captain the Arabic we are we Baba me 5 minutes babu bo nsem so ye ba na ye me fa phone ni enche jese no abubo no popo ni enye jese na
so Arabic
o te gaga
we ne beka
team on Arabic
o te gaga
me can be no chance we
o na o te Arabic na ka do
we ne beka bia na
ba yeti baba ka Arabic because it's as
alhamdulillah
is it not Arabic we Arabic
I know it's Makia na say bia
it's Makia say it's Arabic boss alhamdulillah
alhamdulillah say alhamdulillah people say boss
alhamdulillah o kan say we beti ase o
enti
anopai ye konko cross nsɛmwa edi adencheche nsɛmwa anopai e mumfumpa onko fun cross no ye de ho nsɛm ato anim nsɛm na de doso de disafata sa ohwɛ na utie ana yede esum wo ketekete mampole bi ana akansuo yanom akabunu pa anopai ye tueboase na ya confirm munumunu nyina ama mi acheche mu ye na what ase de se ene se de efata enano pay na ye live ewo Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana me kai wo se ene Blasters of Ghana ebebo etia Colombia before that first game no ebeye Argentina and Cape Verde na ene uni baby abeko dance Chronom Maris Park Chronom Mary's Park ɛhɔ ɛna Manabel hostie nti yɛn nyina bɛhyia ɛwɔ Manabel Prince so na afei yɛ the first game no ɛyɛ Argentina Cape Verde na afei yɛatoa so 1 Ghana and Colombia. Details in Yamaba. Manisha Sem, Mfi Michael Owen, Nasuye, also the oldest goal scorer in FIFA World Cup history. Cristiano Ronaldo and Obonabaso with Abrante Motimba or Dana De Enra. Ewo Petros Ukrainian Nani Soy, officer, and yet Ronaldo 4-5 years ago. Nemom and Motimba Ronaldo and Dana Denom are you happy and your players in na and a sad moment pressure na and what Portugal so no walk of a penalty a bomb and they are Tottenham na was sent of Nabaso na I say and they Folarin Balogun Nigeria new onim sa ye Nigeria ne papa ne ma nyina Nigeria for and amutu bata ekopiemo ewo New York ehɔ ne kɔwo Folarin Balogun nanom onya red card and ne red card onya enom eno ananaman for say oh and ya USA for no koya appeal na fe nyankopon bo a round of 16 watimi asia kan nemom demetem etem say appeal no omon konkoya appeal bi sanse enyinam Linus Scaloni on the World Cup and say World Cup format no ama more matches etimi aba
1:30 AM. The other boy Argentina and Cape Verde, the NMZ,
and only at 10 o'clock.
Yes, into 10 by 11, 12 na. Umudi ni vina ya the one bia to na sikakra. Nyasaba okay.
I see. It's a when a baby fabruta.
But
it's a when so a maso dia. And naman for we see more so gidi.
Naman for be chiama diachi.
Because I think there's a public holiday from tomorrow. Especially with a lot of corporate work.
Government working.
So they are not working tomorrow. They are not working on Saturday. They are not working tomorrow. They are not working on Saturday. They are working on Sunday.
Black Stars weekend is a better day.
It's a far.
Well, we are Monday. Give it with the agao. Musa.
Oh, he
still brad. We are Hitiabros. We need a win.
News if you hope it sounds so very positive for Blasters, in a game a year very, very difficult. But I say it is never impossible. Say Ghana beats me, I call that game a win, especially most of the African countries in the Etitono. If you are smart enough and as a people that I think we can learn a lot from your Mayano. The only thing holding back the Blasters has to do something. I mean, no any control over that is coaching decision as to who starts and who will be on the bench depending on the tactics and training drills but baby I more of more they can really get the job done for us before World Cup ever started you can be say the form and the physicality state of Patino, nay a matter of concern at the Mayina. But he started in the games of Ababona Chese, he is ready and getting the job done. In fact, he's played very well for the Blasters in the 2 games now, Wabon. So, say, Ubi Oha, Yenina Kasa say, name with a refuse. So, when you be bono in the game, our chances of making it to the next stage in our show. Ejitum, offer the past tournament, any baby a bedri and baby ani a one dia now nyanyina so be bring kase Blasters in the tournament ako make a name for the stars as you but inya sa adwene no any say a bedru ha no enkyere say nyane adwene before no near wrong we were not because it's a side and I feel at the World Cup affiliate at the AFCON failed to qualify for the AFCON again. It's a side that the last time I make it to the knockout stage was way back in 2019. To whoever ever discussed the Blasters from that point, until Panamano, that person was so right or whatever now, or about the Blasters. However, the fact that you can't say you be drew hand so na boys a performance no apejare nkyerese because na engine ni so mbeya de na nkyerese yintimi to aso so a two different things ni nyina works hand in hand. Colombia is tough matiti nsema eba abani say they are no longer giving out tickets because say twaso say I want her be hage got tickets ni be boarding $600 be $1,000 plus e wo ho ani nyina ma to bi afra ya to we ya tie hu nsema eba say distribution crack or problem even we raise concerns am say ticket no there be a fan so yourself, but that should not be the problem of the Blasters. Make the whole team. Any Juma also am going nyame adoma Saturday. So be any GDA me OGD say they can go head to head with them, but it hinges on our tactical discipline and who we will use in the game. Colombia for the game no say Eddie and Kakra. Ubia say resorted to the deep defensive mode. Abuaing excuse me against England.
Okay.
It is all kind of say on your wrong, but any team bia now bet me the style Asiano. Now show the other African teams are or my bony or more games are. Wait, who said so almost beams or more bad they have a chance. And now you say DRC a frame. But I'm free because any chances of a game. I'm free because they failed to take their chances. Senegal are free because they failed to manage the game the way they were supposed to do it. And only at the difference in other. So in as much as Colombia top in the group ahead of Portugal, any other nations, I still feel say we are more than capable. Say a bit many omabo. Now the main thing say I'm saying, is it the communications manager now officially wakasa about injuries and as a coach in the corporate and
officially we are waiting for him.
But no minister no fly be on also Kasim say we are available. If sanity
goalkeeper nana at Zigi
yes
at Zigi him the communication director was having conversation about players or mere fits and also at Zigi affected and okay and then from communication no more reports say at is no available.
The last game no there were concerns with Semenyo. I say I'll pick it up no Kubia or no Koe. So you see I think Semenyo personally will not be happy with the involvement with the Blasters in terms of numbers.
Okay.
I don't think on one kasa as a player and he is happy. Makada. So when team be the Blasters in 5 years, 4 years. Now a results and yet anything convincing. And yes, me hey. At the end of it, may judge the idea of a local player.
Yeah.
In fact, what they make say they have to go in there, the big boys almost standard in here. But standard and is who the Blasters now, then the conversation be now only because we have little interest in what he does at Manchester City. We have 100% interest in what Obeye with the Blasters, and is the reason all the games they are burning in our ball. Has there been a game or more in a film? I don't think that matches now are burning in a film. I would want him to find himself. I will give him
coaches. They be a cast of coaches.
How many coaches now? I think 3.
3. But we are the same resource.
In fact,
or no Niniano. Back on
Inaki.
Koku. Koku Kasa Ayaka. I'm saying no one or dinum. Koku has some name, but Diana.
Oh, yeah. When your chance pa, Inaki the man chance pa.
No question, say
Blasters the way when you opportunity.
So we local players. Like here more can be more. Now I cry forward the circumstances. When I say I'm be say born went to me and bo.
And no, I don't know.
We are quick to dispose them of. So I know, say senior players are reacting to situations though. Semenyo will not be happy himself. And you will be never catcher. And you can into the be influence you. But no one as a player. he's coming with a huge hype around. There be a Manchester City for posting any, and also all the Manchester City players now, a lot of them involved in a lot of the positive things I call for Omo Club. But for the pre-assist in the first game against Panama, no, he has offered very little. And to say Yebeko Yenima Kapo a lot ebejina Semenyo and a ball because Luis Diaz they are Wadini and Dini Patapa and a bebo against Senaya. What will be the story of Semenyo against Omo right back now?
Yeah, but quite near the pressure crack already.
We am for pool a learning Muji Bayan and qualify you. Oh, as Ubi Suka not to Ubi Suka.
You be the
money. I was saying,
you crochet be and so would you see you say could be.
I say, Croatian abuse, but ye Nipana was a fitter for a new Biana Benzo.
You're not the right materials.
Game on a range over and your cofad or yet is all Mefix
or Pelastra.
It is all the Kama DNA or Elisha Mostati was a game beyond what he did. Yeah. But me feel say we should be able to build a core 11. Yes, some will be able more. You near the neighbor. That is what this coach has failed to do. We need a core 11. First game we started we have a shame. There are a lot of changes in football. Your boss, Governor Bob Kacho say any team we are say team in Qatar will need more from goalkeeper to the number 11. It is not a good team.
Okay.
Team Papa be a warrior Sibiano. You should be able to mention or line up often every time.
The players win a ball.
Yes, because the Barcelona team of Guardiola make us a ball.
Sure.
Man City team under Guardiola, Enrique team here, they make us a ball. Club team, Liverpool, that is a sign of a good team. And it's a team more number goalkeeper number 1 and consider not the BR say when able say it is a problem. So curious there, but he's failed to build 11 I bet me Aji Omatuma. Omo bet me adapted to every situation and every opposition I have. Portugal first starts here, I think a Chiona Amuyi striker and defender and free muma. Via garbage in Obo. There's not been a lot of changes in the side. But Ubisame said, do we have the potential in terms of quality, talent? If me I share Colombia. I think we have more than enough talent. I beat me share Ejumano. But I am down to the coaches. So mbe who be there. More be and America 10 and that more training grounds or player be or no training on so matching ball or no the real business. Until me and I assure mu amade o ma bought me and saying amade o ma bought 3 games, you know. Please. For the sake of everything. Mama nkoye excuse say ebeji and krani any hope. And until them di kind e chiri mo no. So be no any hope say blaster betima ye bibia no. You can't crucify the person because the precedents, you know, say. So I arrive at the conclusion now. You're right. You be through ye na ye performing or saying your hope. On you're wrong for having the hope because born na bono and 3 games in the chair say ye my ye home minutes so kakrabia. Ye betima koyenim beyond round of 32.
Okay.
Which is not any achievement by any measure of person ocean. Because ultimately have a fatal. Ultimately have a Jordan, Brandon Thomas Asante, Antoine Semenyo, Thomas Partey. Now say Calibi in so crowded.
Yeah.
Now say still
ultimately Modia.
You have to go for somebody is a trial liners and who's a park, you know. They are demarcated. I'm not speaking down on anybody, but you who performing, anyone performing. It is about the nation Ghana. It is not about individual be coaches in a more juma there. Name game we pa there. menkase Ghana kɔgye World Cup nimum
Sabo game we need DS a must win.
I mean the Colombia team as the Spanish team of 2008 to 2012. I mean an Argentine team from 2021 up to 2022 yeah Omodaso boy.
Some players ni big no Luis Diaz money is our players.
Obo Diaz me some you send anya megini di oni mo de me check no. Megini di wachi no. Anyi ya obe slide agege ball no ne ho so wedene.
Yeah.
Ahwa adwuma no de obeye. Mfimfie hɔ no na mehia Caleb so obegina James Rodriguez no so just stop the passes for him obetima say box na yempe fatal ne niama no they can shoot from afar
number running my
obetima ya adwuma no coach nti emma boy now dey na about 2 games na yehu hwe na mfa start o de ne start ya mesa betena me fans am dey ma onyina meji because we mean business.
Yeah.
Other African nations not yet. Until we should take a cue from them. Na yemfa ehyehyɛ di me ehwe hawa ebetimi aboae.
Chebekoye.
Oh, SSA koye, enkoye sen. Enkoye anke besiripe.
Something me bisawi.
That's 130. That time we mo tunfo mo tu nyina sada no omo pose for mo
o nyina be shop
last now say enkoyi couple asem na kan not ase yi
let me bisa a question man kaze enkoyi bisa
say question che so wo so wa aden fufuro
be bi mi ni bi fufuro bia o
ba wo mi bisa say